Squam bum bum. Squam ba bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Why did I have that off? Oh my god. I have so many sources in my OBS, guys. Hi, hello, good Tuesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday? Damn. Oh, I didn't stream on Monday. I'm like, what? Why does it feel? Why is it Giving Tuesday? It's Giving Tuesday because I wasn't here on Wednesday. Epic Failure, thank you so much for your business class passenger subscription of 10 months. Hi, hello, hi, 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 hi. I'd wave my hand if I could. Hi, how are you? Hi, 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 hello, hi. Hi, guys. How's your day? How are you doing? I have a confession. I just woke up. I just woke up. I was doing chores today. I was doing chores today. I did like laundry and stuff. Boring. Blah. Boring. Boo. I took a little sweet nap, and that was not a little sweet nap. That was like a little sweet nap of like 5 hours. Oopsie. So I just woke up at this sweet hour of like 7 p.m. Yeah. Guy who only lived a Tuesday. This day is really giving Tuesday vibes. What if that guy lived a Tuesday and a Wednesday, but it was just giving Tuesday vibes, huh? Love your covers. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Do you guys like my new one? Sounds nice though. Yeah. About the same here. Wow, really? You just woke up? Good morning. Good morning. It's not morning at all, but good morning. Oh my gosh. Oh, hi. Hi. I just listened to your VIVARIUM cover. Holy smokes, it's insanely good. Almost as good as I was supposed to. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. It slaps. You think so. Good morning, Tomoe. I am Tomoe. Hi. Good morning. Hi. Hi. New cover is very good. New cover might be one of my favorites so far. Really? Really? You like it more than Butcher Vanity? I feel like Butcher Vanity is still my favorite, guys. I feel like Butcher Vanity is the best thing I've done so far. Vocals wise. I need to turn up my why is my OBS so low? I can hear my BGM. Bam. Bam. It's like the cover where you sing it. Is singing it. I sing in every single cover. It's so violent. Yeah, but isn't it cool? Yeah, but isn't it cool that I go on live stream and I go, hey guys, what's up? Hey, how are you? Hi, how's your day? And then and then I sing a cover where I'm like, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna freaking devour you. I'm gonna slice you into pieces and eat you. Let's go, Gapmoe. Yandere or Gapmoe. I don't know if Butcher Vanity is Yandere. I don't know. Maybe it's just like crazy. VIVARIUM covers heart touching. Thank you. Hi, Tomoe Carmine. I saw you heart my comment on your new cover video. Have a heart in return. Thank you. I will not get a pop-up notification of that heart like you will if I like something on YouTube, I think. But thank you. Thank you. That one's the best one. The cannibalism one or the yandere one? Oh, the one where I sing is the best one. Yeah, okay. I get it. Yeah, okay. But what if you had to pick? That's a boring answer. That's like Kohaku saying my eyes are beautiful. No, 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 no. You have to pick. You have to pick one. Alright, what is your favorite, guys? What is your favorite? That's right. Feed my ego. Come on. Come on. I am glad that Love Snow Really Magic, I'm really glad that it reached 1,000 views, actually. I'm really happy about this. Let's ignore we don't need to think about that one. Think about this one. Think about Think about this one. It's cute. It's Moe. Why does no one like Moe? Why does everyone like edgy songs about destruction and songs that sound like I'm gonna eat you? No one likes Moe in this household. What's even the point? I'm kidding you. I'm influencing your opinion right now. No, it is quite interesting to me that different car guys like different things. Obviously. Yellow, I really love your voice in that cover. Yellow is peak too. Yellow is peak too. It was all yellow. Your skin. I like Snow Miku-wan. You guys like Tomoe Carmine when she's Moe? Please, can't an adult woman be a little Moe? That's just the kind of guy I am. An edgy guy. I think Die For You is still my favorite, but Vivarium might have stolen the number 2 spot. I like the Snow Miku one the most out of the recent ones. Really? Really? Do you mean it? Really? Majokko 5. Love. 飲んで誰か喜びの種を教えて笑顔でアッパッパ That's what I sound like. That's me. Hold up. I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Do you guys want to know about the process of how I made Vivarium? Obviously, that is the title of the stream, so that is what we're going to talk about eventually. Yes. I think Majokko Fire is my fave, then Butcher, Die For You, and Looping. Really? You like looping your rooms? Kuru, guys. I got the E-Boy Valor player. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Yeah, I can carry you all the way to silver. What do you mean silver's not very high? I mean, don't I make up for it by the fact that I have a super sexy voice? Yeah? What do you mean you're gold and you don't need me? Okay, well, that's kind of presumptuous and rude. What if I'm actually a hidden plaid player, but I just haven't reached my peak potential? Like, kind of rude to make assumptions like that, man. I'm already locking in Sage. Oh, Sage, heal me. Sage, heal me, Sage. Sage, heal me. Sage! Why aren't you healing me? Game said voice chats are scary as a girl, guys. I'm sure you guys already know that. Bleh. Tomoe Riz, Tomoe Carmine Riz, Tomoe Carmine does not have Riz. Well, maybe I have awkward Riz. I think it's a whole thing, like play into your strengths, you know? I'm not gonna pretend to be some like, hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl, you come here often? Hey, yeah, you wanna push B? Bro, you're not even here. Bro, uninstall. You suck at this game, dude. Do worse things than uninstall. No. I think my favorite cover from you is Die For You. You know that I died for. I need to do another song with Screamo. I was going through my covers the other day. I was like, I'm like, what is my channel lacking? And I'm like, I think it's lacking a little bit of Screamo. It's like lacking a little bit of that kind of stuff. I generally hate myself because I have to go. Don't say that. Never hate yourself. Love you. You should love yourself now. You should love yourself now. Love yourself. Everyone love yourself. It's okay if you have to go. There will be more streams. There will always be more streams. It's okay. And there's also the VOD. Should do more screamo and then hippity hop? What do you mean with hippity hop? Hip hop, hip. That would be awesome. I'm totally unbiased. Ha ha ha. Tomoe, Carmine, I would love it if you could sing my favorite music genre. Yes, yes, and this is just because I just want you to sing it, not because that's the one I love most. No, no. No, absolutely not. Hello, Tomoe. Hi. Hi. You know, okay, here, let's get to my notes. Let me put the thumbnail on screen so it's clear what the frick I'm talking about. Even though it's also in the thumbnail. What the frick is she talking about? Bam! Here we go. There you go. Now everyone knows what's going on. There are a lot of metal bands in the Netherlands, is that true? I'm not some kind of metal connoisseur, guys. Please don't misunderstand. Some people who like metal get kind of weird about it. They're like, metalcore is not real metal. Symphonic metal is real metal. Or whatever. I'm not some kind of person who keeps up with... I think I keep up more with the Vocaloid and Utaitis scene than I keep up with metal or anything like that. Or any song. There's this video I like to... There's this person that uploads videos. Is it this person? I need to find their channel. There's this person on YouTube who uploads monthly or weekly videos of what song is doing well in the Japanese charts, and I watch those. Oh, most viewed J-pop song. I don't know how accurate these are, but I do watch them to try to keep up to date with whatever is going on. This is our most recent one. I also think it's interesting to look at. Real metalheads are inclusive, but there's a lot of elitism too. That's like anywhere with music, right? People just get really weird about anything. People get really strange and gatekeepy with anything, even with VTubers too. No, don't look at my Oshi. No, that's my Oshi. Or actually, I see this a lot in small bands, their YouTube comments, where they're like, "Oh, this is my hidden gem, and I don't want to share it with the world." Don't you want your hidden gem to win? Don't you want the music you love to become loved by others? Why are you keeping it to yourself, fool? Share it with the world. Share your love. Help them out. You know, maybe I'm biased. Maybe that's just a biased view as someone who sings, where I'm like, yes, share me across the world, please. Share me across the world. But some people have such a interesting mindset about wanting to keep their thing theirs and not wanting to share it with the world. So odd. Never understood that. I guess that thing from it that I can't understand, that people are scared that the music genre will change if they share their like favorite band or whatever. Like they'll become more pop and less true to their like original sound. But I mean, I think bands have to evolve their sound to keep up with the times anyway. Yeah. I have a few hidden gems and I want them to get more recognition, so they keep making music. Exactly, because making music is costly, you know, and living, well, time-wise, and living is costly. So if you support them, that means that My words are going fast out of my mouth than I'm thinking with my brain. I don't know if you guys notice this. If you support them, they can make more. It's awesome. I think if I don't share this thing I love, they will stop doing the thing I love. It is kind of like... It is kind of like a thing where if people stop watching, you do go, like, what's the point? You know? If you're on a downward slope, you're like, what the freaking point? What the freaking point? No one listening. No one listening. What the point? And I think, honestly, guys, I think I will always enjoy singing, and I would love to make music, more music with people, and I feel... Tomoe Carmine talks about Vivarium. Just kidding! Tomoe Carmine talks about existentialism! Again! Again! Someone stop this girl! Oh my god! I was gonna say, probably if I ever stop streaming, I think I will still release music. Just because it's like, I would say it's like my biggest hobby, for sure. You're gonna mark it on my bingo card. I would love to see this bingo card. Singing is so fun, guys. You guys should try it. The less fun thing is all the stuff around it. Well, I do enjoy mixing. I don't really enjoy, like, tuning, timing, the whole shebang. That kind of stuff. I think everyone should give it a go. Even if you feel like you're not good, I think you should try anyway. You don't even have to upload it. You don't even have to upload it to the world, guys, but you guys should sing. It's fun. You go la 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 la. You're like, oh my god, is that me? Wow. That's coming from my throat. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the cover. You guys wanna see the art? You guys wanna see the beautiful art? Here, look. Wow. Here's the art. Zoomed in. Isn't it beautiful? Whoa. So bright. Yeah, wait, here's the other one. Bam, 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 bam. What does she see? Okay, let me explain to you guys what the concept for this was, right? So my idea for this was, because in the original, Miss Ado is in front of a screen, and Miss Ado in the lyrics talks about singing in a closet. That's kind of like her thing that she's known for, that she's like, I used to sing in a closet. I think this concept incredibly relatable to a lot of people. Incredibly relatable to a lot of people who do singing from their home. Now I do wonder, Miss Ado is Japanese, right? I have seen American homes in those HGTV shows. I've been inside of American homes too. American homes always have this, like, closet that is a room? I don't know if it has a name specifically. How do I... These pictures, these are giant closets. It's not what I'm talking about. These are too large. Walk in. Yes, a walk-in closet. I typed in American closet. Okay, walk-in closet, small. Let's get a more realistic comparison, please. Oh my goodness. Something like this? So, something like that, okay? I noticed big difference between Europe and America. Walk-in closet. As far as I know, walk-in closet, you know, all the Dutch houses I've been to, I don't think I've ever seen a walk-in closet in my life. Ever. Ever. But, you know, it makes sense that people who do singing use their walk-in closets for singing. Because if you're... I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're in a big room, you have a lot of reverb, right? You've got the reflections of your voice bouncing off the wall, like going... Especially if you just have hard walls, like, I don't know, like plaster or wood or stone. God forbid you have stone in your wall. That is terrible for reflections. And when you record vocals, you want to have as little reflections as possible. You want the sound to be as pure as possible because it's really hard to get rid of reverb. There are plugins that get rid of reverb, but they alter the sound quality of the recording. Actually, fact guys, I don't have a sound treated room. So I do always have a little bit of reverb in my recording, but I've never had anyone complain about it, and I don't think it's too audible. But if I was a perfect specimen, I would sound treat my room. Or record with a blanket over my head, which is a common way to get rid of reflections. But honestly, guys, when I think about recording with a blanket over my head, that sounds incredibly overstimulating, and it sounds like I'm going to die of sweat. I'm going to die of sweat. I do not want to die of sweat. Blanket is common. Yes, blanket is common. Good acoustics in the closet. Basically, yeah, that's what it comes down to. But what I never understood in the past, before I got exposed to more American homes, is why people were saying that they record in their closet. Because to me, a closet was like this kind of thing. I'm like, how do you fit in there? What? Are you just gonna climb in there and then crunch over and record on your laptop? This is a wardrobe. Yes, I know, but that is closet to me. I hadn't heard of the concept of walk-in closet, and I'm like, how are people? Are they like gremlin crouching? Like, I'm going to record in my closet. So I never understood that for the longest time, but how this is relevant is I'm wondering if Miss Ado, when she's singing about recording in her closet, I'm going to wildly assume she's not scrunching herself up into a wardrobe. But I didn't know Japan also had walk-in closets. To be fair, I've never been to any Japanese house. I did watch a bunch of those kind of clickbaity videos that are like, oh, the smallest Japanese house ever! Oh, you should see this apartment now! And it's like one room and the toilet is like underground or some crazy stuff. I've watched some of that, but I've seen videos where people go to hotels, but that's different too, right? Because you usually don't have a walk-in closet in a hotel anyway. I love those videos. Yeah, me too. I'm guilty. I do like looking at how they're dividing the space in order to make it a livable property. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. They do have walk-in closets. I guess maybe Dutch people are lacking? Maybe new houses have walk-in closets here. I think we're getting Americanized with the kitchen counter too. I feel like Kitchen Island, guys. To me, a kitchen island is a very American thing. Do you guys have a kitchen island? Japanese have those sliding closets. Average Japanese apartment doesn't have a lot of space, but I assume Ado has more money. I don't know. I wonder. Well, she definitely has money now. She's like one of the most famous Japanese singers of like right now. Yeah, she probably has money right now. I don't know. Maybe she grew up normal. I don't know if she was poor or whatever. I do. Yup. I have a kitchen island. They have those walk-in closets more often because they store their futons in there. Oh. So it's more... Oh. Okay. I used to have a kitchen island, but I removed it because it felt too crowded and not terribly useful. I don't, but I'd love a kitchen island. Just countertops. Kitchen island seems like a big family thing. Yeah, it reminds me of those big American houses. Kitchen island is where my sink is. What? That's crazy. I realized too, growing up playing The Sims 3, that a lot of things in those houses are also based in America. Wait. I have another phenomenon for you. I just hope I can find an example image. No, not wallpaper as in computer wallpaper. No. I just typed in Sims 3 wallpaper. And it just gave me a bunch of like graphics of The Sims 3. Oh, I'm looking. Oh, give me a good example. Oh. No, I didn't find it. No, I didn't find it. My kitchen's too small for me. I do not have a kitchen counter. I do not. I can't find it, guys. Oh, here. Oh. This kind of thing? The thing on the bottom, the wood trim? Might not be American. Might not originate from America. It might be maybe like a French or British thing or whatever. But that reads as very American to me. I don't have that. Skirting boards, is that what it's called? Yeah. Oh, yeah. But then they're really like tall. I have those. You do? Skirting boards are only like 10 centimeters tall. Yeah, but these are like really tall, or they take up like 25% of the wall. That's definitely a thing I saw a lot on The Sims 3, and now I feel like that's based off of America. What about smaller closets there? Like not really walk-in, but still room for your vacuum? I think those are more like storage closets. Are you asking about Japan or are you asking about the Netherlands? I think the only quote-unquote walk-in closet I have is where... Well, it's not really walk-in because you can't walk in it, but like it's a closet that is inside of the wall, right? Is my pantry, my downstairs pantry, and the breaker. But the breaker doesn't really... The little room for the breaker doesn't really have a lot of space to put things though. And also in the closet for the pantry, it has a bunch of shelves like in there. Like you open it and there's just like shelves. Recording in the pantry, yeah, except it wouldn't fit because everything has shelves. Everything is freaking shelves. Is that a very European thing? I don't know. I've never seen it. It was just old. Maybe people just don't have this anymore. Everyone's home in America is just like a Sims. Yeah, it is. You'll have that little patio in front of your house with the like the fence thing with the pattern on it, where you have the crawl space below your house. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, Random tangent. Watch is wondering what kind of closet Miss Ado recorded in. Paccio has a hard T sound. Nerd emoji. Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, my idea for the art, that's how we got here. My idea for the art was that like I don't record in front of I don't record in a closet. But I do record in front of a screen. The computer screen. Right in front of me. At my desk. I didn't really tell the artist to do with anything with the background, so I think they kind of based it on the original. It does look a little backrooms-ish, but it's okay. The background is so low contrast. Who's looking at that? My face is right there. Look, it's right there. I recorded the backrooms. Yes, I do. I didn't know the background. Yeah, see, it's also not shown super often in the MV that I did for it either, because I don't think I zoom out for it too much. I like it came out great. Yes, it's by it's by I don't know why this artist has their profile hidden. I don't know why this artist has my profile hidden. And they have their profile hidden for some reason. But they always work incredibly fast, and I'm pretty sure they gave this to me in like 4 or 5 days since the beginning of the request. And I also work with them on Iris Out. Yes, it's the same person. Yes, and I might work with them again because they're reliable and fast and make beautiful art. Yes. I love that. I tend to plan things a little bit last minute sometimes, which is something I need to work on. Because obviously, if you're doing a project and you want a specific artist for it, that artist might already have other things they need to do, or they might have, you know, like a job that they need to work during the day, and they can't work on your illustration 24/7. So a lot of artists oftentimes need like 3-4 weeks to finish an art piece, and not everyone can get it out in 4 days. So I do need to work on planning things ahead a little better, but I wanted to take advantage of the momentum that my I cover got, and I was like, I need to make another one. I need to do another one. I need art. No! I need it now! Can I censor that word next time? What, you mean? For my birthday cover, I'm trying to figure out what I need to sing. And I'm trying to book the artist. I'm trying to send an email to an artist. Be like, hello. I love your work. What is your price range? Thank you very much. What's your availability and price range? And hopefully they won't be like, yes, the art is going to take me 8 weeks, because then I can't really work with them, because that is too long. Miss Ado, hand over more songs. Do you guys... I don't want to turn into an Ado cover channel. But I do like Ado songs. So I will probably do more in the future. I don't really know if I should write my own lyrics for all of them, because if they're older, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people who already wrote lyrics for them, and I'm not opposed to putting my own interpretation or spin on specific lyrics, but it does cost a lot of time. Like Vivarium, guys, I worked on this for so many hours. I worked on this for so many. Blair, hi Blair, hi. Everyone say hi to Blair. Hi. Blair knows because I'd be working and I'd be like, I'm working on this again, and I'd be like, I'm working on this still. I'm still working on this. Yep, I'm still working on this. Nine Lana, please. Does she have instrumentals for her songs? Smiles. We can tell it's so polished. There's actually still some lines I'm not entirely satisfied with, but I sacrificed the quality for a rhyme. I don't think lyrics always have to rhyme in English, but it works so good when an ending word has the same sound as the ending word of like the next sentence. It sounds nice. Although it's normal in like English music most of the time to have things rhyme. It's like a little poem, you know? Japanese, they have more freedom with rhymes because, like, their syllables, if you just end on an a, like da, sa, ka, like, yeah, that rhymes. Just need to find a word that ends on that, but I feel like in English, sometimes I have to do some crazy trickery in order to make sentences make sense and also make them rhyme. But yeah, I work really long on the lyrics. Let me go grab that document really quick. Get plus window. Apparently, early Japanese rappers were troubled by ending verbs making everything rhyme too much or something. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of like the reverse problem. Here you go. Google Docs jump scare. Flashbang! Here you go. Oh god, how am I gonna... how am I gonna make this large and legible? Is this legible? You guys read this? That's illegible? Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so as I explained last time for my other cover that I didn't do a dedicated explanation stream for, this is the Romaji, and that is just the Japanese romanized. This is the translation. This is the official translation from that is on her cover. And this is the lyrics I wrote based on the syllable count and the translation. And by trying to keep the meaning in mind and by trying to make it singable and not really awkward, and by trying to make rhymes like focus with unspoken. There's no rhyme here. And then we have special, and then we have all, and then we have breath. Yeah, so you guys hear breath, and we have left. Okay. Repent kind of rhymes with that too. Awesome. Me, see, whoa, I might be a genius, guys. And here's the talking part. Honestly, the talking part, I just kind of tried to make this text like how maybe a native English speaker or a fluent English speaker would say it. Yeah. Slant rhymes are cool too. I honestly, most of the times, I prefer non-perfect rhymes over perfect rhymes because I feel like perfect rhymes can feel too obvious. Like, it feels like you're forcing it. Like, I kind of, this line is red because I wasn't happy with it. I'm still not happy with this line. Hi, Mio, hi! Everyone say hi to Mio, hi! Sort of too much like a poem. Yeah, it just feels like if you write some lyrics that's like, I'm dancing, tomorrow I'm gonna go prancing. It's just like, oh, well, you definitely wrote it like that so it would rhyme on purpose. Like, it needs to be subtle in my mind. Quick change it and re-upload it. I couldn't figure this out. I couldn't figure this line out. So just know that I don't love it. I do not love it. Because in the English translation, although I don't know how to explain this to you guys, but when you're listening to a song and you're reading the translation just once, you go, oh, okay, I see what they're saying. But I feel like when I'm trying to write lyrics and I'm trying to dissect the meaning of a song, I feel like that's when I really start to understand what the artist is trying to say with their text. Mind you, I still don't think I 100% understand this song because the ending of it confuses me a little bit. But from what I understand of the lyrics and the story in this song is that Miss Ado used to be bullied for her voice, but she posted it on the internet anyway, right? And she's kind of traumatized by the bullying, you know, relatable for a lot of people, I think. And she's got these big dreams that she wants to change, but she doesn't know if she can because they feel so far away, and she's neglecting other parts of herself in order to chase for that dream, right? And, you know, she's like depressed and stuff. She never says I'm depressed, but, you know, she's talking a lot about like crying. And even when she gets a little bit of taste of fame, she's like, why am I still sad? I don't understand. And then this part kind of confuses me. I don't know what happens, but she goes into a phase of like self-acceptance. She's like, oh, I accept you, my past me. Even though things are hard, you really just needed, you know, what you needed was help. So emotional, isn't it, guys? Isn't it kind of beautiful? The thing you really needed was help, and I'm sorry you went through that. I accept the past me, but I don't really understand what happened in order for her to accept her. She embraces her younger self, yes. Maybe she went to therapy? I don't know. Maybe she just had a self-realization? I don't know, but something happened and she started accepting herself. And she's like, even though I have all these large goals and stuff like that, I now go forward with self-acceptance and I need to keep singing. She just grew up? Maybe. I don't know, I would love to ask her, but that's a part of the song that I'm kind of confused about. I'll take some water. Or it could be that she never overcame it and she still struggles. There's definitely a message of self-acceptance. She's probably still struggling, yeah. But I do not know. This is the only thing that can be frustrating, I think, about interpreting lyrics, is I wish I could ask her questions. Because this part of a song confuses me a little bit. If you look here, it says, inside this dim vivarium, I was endlessly dreaming of myself. And then, stay within reach, don't leave, don't change. Inside this dim vivarium, no matter how lost I am, clinging on, or lose my sight, the light swaying in those eyes is the future I drew that day. So, like, yeah, she's definitely reached her goal, partially. And this part confused me like crazy. she sang sayonara mara watashi wa utabara ga na 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 wa wa. It just says so long. I still have to sing. I'm like, so long to what? What is she saying goodbye to? Is she saying goodbye to the future she drew that day? Is she saying goodbye to her past suffering? What is she saying goodbye to? This was not clear to me. And I interpreted it. I definitely interpreted it in a way in my lyrics that might not be true to the original. But that's because I didn't freaking know what she meant with that. So I put my own spin on this. I made it, I can't say goodbye yet to how I was. I still have to sing so this kind of implies that she can't say goodbye to her past self who was suffering. Like, she can't pretend that she didn't exist, basically. That's what I put on that. Also to make the lyrics fit the syllables. But yeah, this was fake. Don't know what she means with that. So some part of writing lyrics is like interpretation, where I'm like, I have no idea what she's trying to say with this, but I think she's trying to say this, kind of, approximately. I don't know. I like the double meaning of it being about self-acceptance, but also maybe that her hometown felt like a vivarium. She wants to get out to the city bright lights and she could be different there. I was thinking the vivarium is also her closet, because she references her closet that she records in here, because the U in the closet is still crying. And, you know, she's like... Yeah, I think she only refers to the closet there, but it's something she's commonly talked about. I'm pretty sure. So I thought a vivarium was her closet as well. Like, she's stuck in the closet. And she wants to break out. She wants to be where Hatsune Miku is, the mechanical girl. She's like, I want that. I want to be Hatsune Miku. Which you can't be because Hatsune Miku is not real. I think you could try putting the sentences through Google Translate or even individual words to make more sense of them. Yes, I don't worry, I did that. But this really just means, like, goodbye, I don't know what, mada, sayonara mada, because it's saying like that, right? So I even put it in Google Translate with, like, dots. She just says, like, goodbye to herself. And I'm like, okay. I didn't realize the mechanical girl was Miku until now. It's because she's an Utaite, right? She's got Utaite roots. So she's like, oh my god, Hatsune Miku, that's awesome! That's freaking awesome! Is her computer screen a vivarium too? Like people watching her? Could be. We're in English class right now. We're trying to interpret a text. Isn't this fun? Hold up, let me scroll up. I missed a bunch of comments. Hi there, I discovered your channel Vivarium cover yesterday. I had fun listening to it, especially Talking Bard. We'll be checking out your other covers after you stream. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hi, welcome. Hi. Vivarium is like a crystal cage. Maybe she's saying goodbye to her that was trapped inside there just dreaming. That could be true too. That's also a nice interpretation, I think, where she's like, oh, you don't have to worry anymore past me because we've kind of reached our goal despite all the suffering you went through. It could also be like that, yes. Someone let her out. Let me out of Vivarium, please. Help me. Let her out. Help. My guess is that the thing she says goodbye to is her friends and her peers that will start doing real jobs, maybe even a reality where she has a real job that didn't include her singing and such. That could be true too, but that's a difficult thing, right? It could mean multiple things. It could definitely mean multiple things, and I don't think you're ever gonna get the right answer unless you ask her. But Well, that could be too, because she does mention like neglecting her past to sacrifice for the things I long to see to come see true. I've broken the things I held most dear. So it could imply that, you know, she's sacrificing her the people that she loves and the relationship she's forged in order to go towards like fame and stuff like that. I interpreted this in a little bit of an artsy way, where I was like, well, running to the future, it seems to let my past decay. Whoa. And every single thing I loved, I've broken apart. Whoa. So wait, Carmine, you must win the I cover contest thingy to be able to ask her about the meaning of vivarium. Ado-san, what does it mean? But yeah, I think trans lyrics take an incredibly long time for me, because I'm a perfectionist. Also, my first language is not English, which is something sometimes I forget about. So there might be grammatical mistakes in my text. But I do feel like song lyrics give a little bit of grammatical lenience, where like, I don't think he would say this sentence normally in English. Please tell me why, no matter what, the tears keep overflowing. That feels like a little bit of a strange sentence order, right? Please tell me why, no matter what, the tears keep overflowing. And no one would ever say this sentence in real, I think, either. Like, as I bite my worn down fingertips, the taste of iron spreading around. Do you guys understand this sentence? Wait, don't look at the translation. Do you guys understand this sentence? This is so poetic. You're poetic. Hi, Violet Moonart. Hi, how are you? Hi. Hi, everyone say hi to Violet now. Now. I think so. Whoa. The iron is blood. Yes. Yes. The taste of iron is from the blood, because she's chewing her fingers. She's chewing her fingernails. And she's tasting the blood out of her. Yes. She has metal fingers. No. No, wrong. Yummy fingers. You guys know why she's chewing her fingers? It's probably because she has anxiety or something like that. She's like, she's the mechanical girl. No! I thought this line was so cool. I'm like, wow, I'm a genius. She's Wolverine. No, that's not even iron. I think that's like, I don't know, Wolverine's got some freaking X-Men injection iron, not iron thing. What is it? Why does Wolverine, what does he have in his blood again? Like titanium or something? Adamantium, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Tomoe felt like the meme that's writing on a burning paper. Yes. I'm like, whoa. Oh my god. It's spreading around her mouth because she's eating her fingers. Wow, guys. High cortisol anime girl moments, biting fingers. Personally, I'm not a finger biter, but I know it's a common way to relieve anxiety. Yes. The cover is amazingly good, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Is adamantium real or is it fictional? Did they... Oh, God. Well, who would shun an earnest question? I just realized it sounded kind of stupid there, but it's an earnest question, and that's okay. It's fictional? Okay, I'm glad. It's not on a periodic table. Awesome. He's real to me. I'm sure he is. He's kind of Leon coded, so I get it. This is real unobtainium. Adamantium is a fake alloy made by the same people who accidentally made Captain America's shield. Is that made of some, like, fictional material as well? It sounds like a real word. It kind of sounds like cadmium or something. It does. It's really the EM that sells it. Made from vibranium. Vibrava? That Pokemon is a Pokopia! Oh my god! Unobtainium is real, they just haven't obtained it yet. Yeah. Curse of Iron Efficiency. My fingers. Anyway. Let me walk through the text with you guys. I've just been randomly selecting things. And then I will show you the audio mix. Yeah, I will let you in my doll. I'll be like, welcome. Welcome to my digital audio workstation. Alright, so I think I made a creative choice here that makes this different from the original, but that's because I liked how the beginning sound. Well, honestly, I like how this entire line sounds. So in the beginning, I sing, how many days has passed by me without a single notice? Like, oh, that flows well. Nice. But in the original, the translation is, how long has it been since that day? My muffled way of speaking remains unchanged. She's implying something happened. One day, something happened. Something bad or traumatic happened. But I did not imply that in my line. I said how many days have passed by me without a single notice. And I was kind of implying that her life has become a blur. Right? She can't tell the days from each other anymore. And that is probably because something happened. But that's not implied in my line. It's kind of implied in the second line, where I say, even after all those years, my voice breaks. Yes, something happened years ago. Oh my god. Leaving words unspoken. Muffling her voice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Would it flow better as how many days have passed by me with no notice? Well, that doesn't matter anymore because my cover is already released. And I'm not going to change it. Maybe it would. As I said, English is not my first language. It's Dutch. So there will be grammatical mistakes. I'm sorry. I didn't want to ask ChatGPT about it because I don't want to use ChatGPT. Because ChatGPT is evil. And I feel like if I use ChatGPT to check my text, I feel like that diminishes the creative intent of my voice. Okay, I'll stop doing that voice. ChatGPT would just make some shit up. ChatGPT would just hallucinate some text for me. Yeah, and then here the third line is say the mirror shows a version of myself that's out of focus. And out of focus, I was trying to imply the miles away part of the original. Like out of focus, you know, when your eyes go out of focus, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's really far away. I can't focus on it. Why did I choose focus? It rhymes with unspoken and notice. And as you can see in the original here with the red words I selected, yeah. She sings daro and on risoso, so it both ends on o and o. And I'm like, oh my god, there's a rhyme there. I should try to keep that rhyme. And that's why I rhymed notice with focus. I don't do this everywhere. But I try to where it makes sense. Any questions, class? And then here I have still I try with clumsy fingertips to find the me that's out of reach. Whoa. And she says I set these clumsy fingertips to work again, but I didn't know how to add the working part to this sentence. Still make it sound nice. So I tried to imply it that she's trying to find the future her. And I was trying to connect the work to the find. And also here, I don't know if you guys noticed, she says, Yubisaki. And she does it here too. Because I'm in a Yubisaki. So I was like, whoa, she says that at the same, in the same part, so I should try to keep that. And that's why I went here with still I try with clumsy fingertips to find the me that's out of reach. And then here it's, as I bite my worn down fingertips, because I know here it's translated to bitten down nails. But I wanted to keep the same exact words, and that's why I went with fingertips again. Because she sings Yubisaki here, and she sings Yubisaki there. And I'm like, wow, I should match that with the original. Yeah, did you guys notice that? I bet you didn't. May I go to the bathroom? Yes, you may pee. Go, go. Put the little peeing necklace around your neck, and then when you're back, please put the peeing necklace back around the thing in the class, and then the next person can go pee. Thank you. Totally did. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. You can't all go one by one because then you're gonna cause a ruckus in there. You're gonna start like throwing balloons in the toilet and stuff. I don't want that. The what? You guys didn't have that? Just me? Just me when I was like 10? Was that a thing for you too? Yeah. It was a thing for me. Yeah, in a way it was a hall pass. Yeah, except we had like a peeing necklace. That's not a necklace you pee on, but it was like a necklace with like wooden blocks, bright wooden blocks you would put around your neck. And then if teachers saw you roaming in the hallway, they'd be like, oh, that child is not randomly getting up from class and walking around. That child is going to the bathroom. And I don't have to scold them for being outside of the classroom. Now we had that. Thank you for clarifying. Of course. If our lives insanity, why are you my clarity? The necklace that makes you pee. The evil spell. My school did not have that. Did they just let you pee? It doesn't really make a lot of sense for me anymore. I think like after you've passed the age of like 12, 14 to do that kind of thing. But I can totally see why a 6-year-old would need that, because otherwise they're just gonna walk out of school and get lost, and then the parents are gonna get super mad at you because you lost their kid. It was a thing, but for the most part, they just handed a chalkboard eraser or something, so it was a hall, but oh, they were less fancy about it. Is it kind of cool to just have a colorful necklace for it and be like, yippee! I've got a big, bright, colorful necklace with wooden blocks. I think it's kind of cute. Our pass was an 80 ips block of cement. Wait, really? Are they trying to make you exercise too? My school just let you go. The school had walls and a fence. I think we had a fence too, but it was pretty climbable. It was not a very high fence. I think technically I could just walk out and like walk away. This was definitely a real possibility that could happen. I guess I understand if you have like a high fence with like a lock on it, then yeah, I don't know, you might not need that. But I don't know if I would want kids to walk around on the playground either when it's class time, you know? I definitely could have escaped if I wanted to. But I'm very much a rule follower. For sure. I get anxious breaking rules. I'm like, they're gonna know. I don't know who. I guess when I was small, the teachers would know. But now that I'm an adult, if I jaywalk or whatever, I'm like, oh my god, the cops are gonna spawn out of nowhere. The only thing I'm not a rule follower for is considering bike lights, and this is the most Dutch thing ever. But actually, one time I got pulled over by the police when I was like 12 because my bike lights didn't work. And I got like, I think my mom had to pay like a fine of like 100 euros or something. Listen, guys. It's hard to have a working bike light if your bike light is just a button and people can just turn on your bike light if you've got your bike parked anywhere. They're like, I'm gonna turn on your bike light, and when you come back, it's going to be empty. 100, something like that. It was like 60 to 100. I don't really remember. It was something like that. It's it's more to scare you straight, honestly. But yeah, the police on bicycles would strategically position themselves in streets that were popular with kids driving to school on their bike, and they would wait until they saw someone without a working bike light, and then they would call them over and fine them. Which sounds a little crazy now that I think about this, but yeah, they did that. In the daylight? No. They would do this early morning. Like early morning when everyone's driving to school, especially more commonly in winter because it stays dark here for a while. You drive to school in the dark. They would park and they would wait for victims. Yes. I call that filling a monthly quota. Yeah, probably was. I don't know. Lava Man works for the police. But yeah, it didn't work into scaring me straight. You know, if my bike light ran out and I don't have a spare and I gotta go somewhere, I will drive my bike instead of walk. I will do that. Obviously, I prefer having a light, but there's situations where you just don't have one. That's really funny. I hadn't even thought about you guys not knowing that that's a thing. Only made me more rebellious. I was kind of pissed, honestly, because I was already late for class. Like, I was going on my little bicycle, and back then, electric bicycle were not super common yet. They were still, like, super expensive. Nowadays, everyone drives an electric bicycle. My mom has an electric bicycle. I don't have an electric bike, so I still gotta do that stuff manually, you know? But there's a lot of grandmas out there that are passing me at like 25 kilometers an hour where they're going and I'm like, you go, grandma, don't fall, you should be wearing a helmet. I don't think all cyclists should wear helmets because it looks ridiculous and ugly. But I feel like older people on electric bikes definitely should be wearing helmets because they're a high-risk group. If you're young and you wear a bike helmet here, people will look at you. Just want you to know that. If you guys ever go to like Amsterdam or whatever and you put on a bike helmet, they'll be like, that's a tourist. That's a freaking tourist. I like riding a bicycle, but it's too humid here, so I don't like arriving to class all sweaty. This was definitely a thing too. We also had like rain suits for when it rained. What you would do, you would go on your bike, you would wear your normal coat and your normal clothes, and then you would grab your rain suit and put it over your clothes and your coat, and then you would drive to school, and in the hallway in school you would take off your rain clothes. Because as a Dutch person would say, you're not made of sugar, you're not gonna melt. You're not gonna melt if you get a little wet. I don't think I've owned a bicycle helmet even. No, me neither. I'll do it when I'm like 70 or something. Yeah. The same makeup on an electric bike, it got stolen, so I left it like that. The world does not want me to have an electric bike. Yeah, you have to have like 4 locks here. Stealing bikes is super common here too. Kind of sucks. I had a friend that had a sports bike, like a mountain bike kind of thing, and that got stolen too. I had my bike stolen once from the school bike yard. Another Dutch concept for you. Someone was like, that's mine. And I'm like, I walk out of class. I'm like, where's my bike? I go past every bike. I'm like, my bike gone? And I call my mom. Mind you, I'm like... I'm like 11 here, right? No. I was like 12. And I'm like, Mom, my bike got stolen. My bike got stolen. I'm sorry. Because she bought me the bike, you know. I don't know when my bike got stolen. Oh my goodness. Bikes getting stolen is probably a worldwide shared experience. It's kind of a rite of passage. Guys, if you have an expensive bike, maybe have like 6 locks while you take it out. If you take it out in public at all. Scary. Kind of feels like people who are driving a Ferrari. Like, oh my god, I don't know if you should be driving that. That thing is expensive. Even though it's made for driving. No, it's made for driving around. I feel like if I had a Ferrari, I'd be like, I can't take this outside. People are gonna throw things on it. They're gonna throw one tomato on it and it's immediately gonna lose 10k in value. That's why you get a cheap garbage bike so no one wants to steal it. Yes! Actually, this is a thing a lot of people do. A lot of people have this thing called a station bike if they take public transport, and that's a bike that they use to drive from their home to the station, and then they go on the train into wherever they need to go, and then when they're back, they have their bike again that has been standing there for maybe like 10 hours, but because it's a super crappy bike, no one wants to steal it, and it's only for driving to the station and driving home. Yeah, it's sad that it needs to be done, but it's a thing. Anyway, giant tangent that had nothing to do with my cover at all. Hey, where are we? Where are we? I'm in a rush, but I don't know which key to use for my 12 locks. Yeah, you might want to keep that in mind for sure. Okay, here. We're running to the future, seems I let my best okay. Oh no, wait, I'm here. I'm here. Problem with that is they steal those crappy bikes too, and when they cannot cut the lock, they would just take the bike apart. Yeah, people are way too dedicated. People are way too dedicated with stealing bikes. I guess it's easy if no one's like overseeing the bikes and your bike is just standing there for like 10 hours. Ah! No more bikes! Rah! No more bikes. You're telling me the cover isn't about bikes? I think if I Ctrl F bike, I'll get 0. I will receive 0. How goes the stream? We had a crazy tangent, but I'll go talk about my lyrics again. Okay, so here for this part, I put the lyrics to sharpened words leaving their mouth. Repeatedly, they're shunning me. I was thinking of making this part repeatedly they're stabbing me, because I'm like, whoa, the sharpened words leaving their mouth are stabbing me. That's cool imagery. That's like so edgy. Whoa. But then I looked at the original and then it showed ostracized by someone's words, left all alone. And I'm like, well, I should probably keep the shunning part in because it implies that she's alone because of what someone said to her, right? But the stabbing words, that looks cool, right? It makes me think of like an anime frame by frame animation where it's like the words that someone says are like they're killing me. Yeah, I thought it was kind of awesome, but in order to retain the message of the original, I went for shunning. I also picked shunning because it's more active. It feels like the people that are talking to her are actively trying to remove her from, I don't know, whatever space she's sharing with them. I feel like that kind of overlaps with ostracized. For me, that makes me think of a meme of a woman saying something and it hurts a dude. I feel like I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah. I can totally see that. And then the next line I have, that's just the way it is. I know I'm never meant to fit in any way. Thought it fit the syllables really well. Oh well. In original, it says it can't be helped, which definitely is the shogunai. That's like a thing I hear a lot in anime, I think. Like the it can't be helped. It definitely feels like something you see a lot. Shogunai ne. Mind you, don't speak Japanese. but it always translates into "it can't be helped," and I thought it felt more fluent and fit the syllables better if I made it "that's just the way it is." Like, yeah, that's just the way it is, man. That's just the way it is. It sucks. It can't be helped that one of the first things you learn in Japanese is that it can't be helped. It's pretty common, right? I feel like a lot of characters say this kind of thing in anime. Everything sucks. Wah! Wah! Mada mada. Okay, now next line, the translated lyrics is "stained lingering crimson, a silent debate behind the jeers." Okay, this part, I'm going to be honest with you guys, this part confused me too. Don't exactly understand what she meant with that. If I connected back to ostracized by someone's words, that means that other people are talking about her. Stained lingering crimson obviously is implying hurt. Because crimson equal blood, equal bad. If you are bleeding, equal bad. Yeah? But then this part, a silent debate behind the jeers, really made me go, what? What does that mean? A silent debate behind the jeers. Okay, the jeers are definitely people like bullying her or making fun of her. But a silent debate? The silent debate was if a defect is something special. I think that is what the silent debate was. And then she sings, "If so, I am a fraud from the very start." So I tried, because I didn't exactly know what this meant, I tried to translate it quite literally, where it matches the original, where I literally, "is a defect something special?" That's literally the same sentence as a translation. Also because I don't like defect is kind of an ugly word to sing. Defect, it's not a pretty word. It kind of sucks. I wanted to swap it out with something else at first, but I couldn't find anything, so I just went, you know what, I think I'll just do the original intent. Is a defect something special? If yes, I've never met it after all. If so, I'm a fraud from the very start. I think she's trying to say, you know, obviously I think this is... I couldn't find a source on this. I tried to find a source on this, but I feel like I recall reading that Miss Ado was insecure about her voice for a long time. I felt like I watched a clip of this. I tried to find it, couldn't find it, so it might just be something I made up in my head. But I know that she would... What I recall, she was insecure about her low voice. Like, she had a weird voice. She didn't have a cute voice or whatever. Where are the genius adaptations when you need them? Exactly. Exactly. So I think they're debating on her voice being ugly, and then they're like, is that maybe a special thing? And then she's like, no, that can't be. I'm a fraud. Gaslighting yourself. Yeah, maybe. I do feel like I recall reading that, but those might be lies. I need a source check on this Wikipedia article. I think it works that it's kind of ugly and awkward word to sing since it conveys an ugly and awkward thing. I didn't even think about that, but thank you. That's a nice interpretation of it, I think. That's a charitable, interesting way to look at that. So that's how I interpreted it. I've never mattered after all. Like, she's just insecure about it, despite the fact that maybe some people might think her voice is special. Gira Gira's lyrics kind of imply similar things I like, except about looks. Yeah. Non shakasama no sunsen no uchi ni mo sukiyaka ni naranaite mitai. 必然この世にあるラブソングはどれ一つ絶対私だけなんかじゃないでしょう近い道のない口つけ Okay. Anyway, next part. I'm gonna go through this entire text with you. I'm gonna go through the entire text with you guys. I'm a little congested. Okay. Here's the things to sacrifice for the thing I long to see come true. I've broken the things I held most dear. I already talked about this, and I made it I tried portraying this in a little bit more of an artsy way. Mind you, this part of the song is really fast, and it was kind of awkward to write for. I wrote, while running to the future, it seems I let my past decay. Which is, I think that it seems implies that she didn't notice it at first, right? Like, she's been so focused on going to her goals that all the things in the past, she let them decay. And every single thing that she loved and every person, she's broken apart. No, I don't know. This line was also kind of awkward because she goes, and I'm like, okay, on that kawashite, I need something that's like breaking, ripping, tearing, destroying. And that's why I epics broken. Every single thing I left broken apart. Because that's like the intense emotional part of this line. So I wanted broken on that part. Regrets is overwhelming me. I cannot catch my breath. So frantically I feel myself until there's nothing left. Okay, this sentence, this one, I think, yes, I like that one. Very good. This sentence, I went through a lot of changes. With the frantically I peel myself until there's nothing left. And the original one says, I find peace peeling off the emotions, which has a different meaning than what I made. At first, I think I did something like, I shut my emotions off one by one, but I couldn't get it to rhyme. And I wanted it to rhyme with breath. So I did frantically appeal myself, even though that's not necessarily implying the emotions. I was like, I think the imagery of frantically peeling yourself is kind of like grotesque and intense. And peeling yourself until there's nothing left is like, well, that's kind of scary, right? And that's the kind of imagery I tried to convey with that, because she does talk about peeling off emotions. But I was like, oh, what if she's like destroying herself, you know, because of her regret? Yeah. Yeah, I'm peeling off my layers like I'm an ogre, like my onion skin. Apparently mid-concert she gave a monologue about things before, and she said people used to say she sings weird, doesn't have a correct technique, and she started to doubt herself and believe it. Oh, it's probably in regards to that then, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, next line. My wounds accumulate. I don't know how to care for the mistakes I've made piling up, but that me knowing to repent. I like these lines too. Very cool. I was looking into it, you already moved on. It's okay, thank you. Thank you for the added context. And the original here is not even knowing how to heal the wounds after falling, nor without knowing to repent for the mistakes I made. I think these are kind of translated in a literal way. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do, I don't know how to tend to them, like tending to your wounds. I like that wording a lot too, because it's like a thing people say. But I think I don't know how to care for them. It was easier to sing. I don't know how to tend to them. It's like too many like T's and like D's. So I went with care. And here she's saying, do I become an adult? And I made it, is this how I will grow up? Like, where she's like, am I really going to grow up without knowing how to care for my wounds and without knowing how to repent for my sins? Like, is this really who I am? That's what I tried implying with this line. And then here you have the first lyrics I wrote for the short I made. Stuck inside this dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. I liked having a little part here where I'm like describing actions, because it made it feel like she's doing a lot to reach the ideal her, right? Because in the original, she just sings, I was endlessly dreaming of myself. And I was like, oh, it's cool if I make it like she's really trying. Dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. This part, I took creative liberties on, because in the original, she sings that light swaying in the distance felt like calling for me. But I made it a bright, reflecting light, because I thought it sounded better when sung than far away the bright swaying light. That just doesn't sound nice. It just doesn't sound nice. So I made it a bright reflecting light, even though she doesn't really mention it reflecting anywhere. It just it's the like tones of that bright acting light where it's a lot of like E and eh. I'm like, yes, that's good. Yes, that's good. 2 field syllables, yeah, 2. I could have looked on like a synonym website and do like synonyms for swaying, because I did that for a lot of words. And I changed this. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I changed this part, the reaching inside, from originally on the short cover. I think I had feeling calling for me. Will I reach it in time? Which is, I added a syllable there. This is my hot translyrics take. I think sometimes it's totally fine to add a syllable if it makes for a better text, even if technically it edits the original melody. But that's not the reason why I changed this line. The reason why I changed this line is because will I reach it in time? That's one of the first parts of the text I wrote before really understanding the song, I think. And nowhere is she implying that she is reaching out of time. Like, she is talking about growing up, so I think maybe in regards to growing up, she could be like, will I reach it in time? But then it's like, will I reach it in time for what? Like, when did you run out of time? When will that thing happen? So I changed it for reaching inside because I still wanted it to rhyme with light. And then feel it calling for me, reaching inside. This should be capitalized. Feel it calling for me, reaching inside. I think that the reflecting light in the future is reaching inside of her. It's just nice imagery. Yes. The reflecting light gives it more of a confined, locked-up feeling as she can't even get to the light from its source, only the reflections. If accidental, I still think it's cool. Thank you! I think it's really interesting. I understand I don't usually do streams like this, but I really enjoy sharing my thought process and hearing what you guys think of it, even if you might not be super into this kind of thing. Because I feel like a lot of people on my I got a lot of feedback from people, and it's totally okay to not enjoy my text, don't get it wrong. But a lot of things I put in my lyrics, I have, even if it's not my song, I have thought about them. I've thought about it a lot. They don't just appear out of nowhere. It's not like I just go, stained lingering crimson, and I'm like, crimson, red, okay. I'm like, no, I think about how the syllables sound, I think about how singable it is, I think how it rhymes, I think about the original artist's message, I try to keep it respectful and not just put my own vision on the original artist, their song. So I actually think it's really interesting to share this kind of thing with you. Also, so people know that I'm not just making shit up for the fun of it. And it is quite interesting when you share your opinion back with me, even if you don't like something. Like me, I don't like this line. This line feels forced. This is a forced rhyme. Me? See? I'm like, okay. The only reason why it kind of works is because in the original MV, at this part, she's like drowning in water. Yeah, I like showing you guys the things I do, and the thought that goes behind it, because a lot of thought goes behind my stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. And if you would rather yap about puppies, we can yap about puppies after. Alright, next part. The second verse. Before I knew, I turned around and I was here alone. That's like, oh my god, she didn't notice. She was like walking forward and then she turned back. She's like, wait a second. Where did everybody go? Which kind of ties back into the running to the future. It seems I let my past decay. And I think here she's kind of like realizing what she's done. Be like, oh, I've been going forward so much. I've been focusing on going forward. I'm alone now. So I made that before I knew the solitude had wrapped itself around me. Oh, whoa, so artsy. So artsy, guys. Well, my farm right now, the solitude had wrapped itself around me. That's because I feel like the turned around. I do like that imagery of her like turning around and being like, oh shit, I'm alone. I do like that, but before I knew, I turned around and had some like I didn't know how to put turn around in a sentence. It didn't sound nice. I turned away from I don't know. Yeah, it just didn't sound nice. I was like, solitude had wrapped itself around me. She's becoming one with loneliness. This is so sad. Can we get an F in the chat? Thank you. And then it's like, in my room, feel to the brim, illusion swirling closer, forming a sea. Here in the original it says, a mirage wanders into this cluttered room. I think cluttered room can imply multiple things here. I wasn't sure if, you know, because here I think it's implying she's already reached some fame. And I didn't know if the cluttered room was implying that she's taking bad care of herself and she's got a bunch of stuff everywhere in her room, like it's turning into a trash heap, or if she has more stuff because she is successful. Shrug, I do not know what she meant with that, so I just made it in my room filled to the brim. Like, what is it filled with? I don't know. But now it's filled with an illusion, and it's swirling closer to form a sea, because in the original music video, she's drowning in the water, and the sound here in these two lines is muffled. Oh my god. The cluttered room is her mind space. It could be that too, yeah. Mirage wanders into this cluttered room. Oh, my head is filled with a mirage. Mirage is a fake thing. Oh my god. Or it feels like the walls are closing in on her or something. It could be that too. Yeah. I like hearing your guys' interpretations. That's cool. Being fully wrapped in solitude sounds more full of despair in a way, opposed to just turning around and realizing too. Yeah. Being wrapped in solitude sounds very sad. I don't want to be wrapped in solitude, guys. I don't know. Get that burrito wrap blanket out of here. And then we have, please tell me why, no matter what, the tears keep overflowing. Which is kind of just like, why do the tears and frustration keep overflowing? But I couldn't keep frustration in there because then it wouldn't fit in the sentence. So I think at this part she's like, why am I still sad even if I am all the way over here? I've made it this far. Why am I still sad? And then we get the fire line. That's as I bite my worn down fingertips, a taste of iron spreading around. Oh, she's going. My fingers. And for the talking part, I just tried to change these lines in a way that I feel like I would say them without changing them too much. And I didn't make them rhyme because this is just a talking part. That made no sense to me. This was definitely easier to write. Easier, because I didn't keep the syllable count in mind. I didn't have to keep a melody in mind, so this was way easier to write. I just kind of wrote what felt right to me. I hear them in my head, these voices from me and others, repeating. Why were you even bored at all? Why can't you do anything? Why don't you know anything? I don't know. I really don't know. I was debating on changing these lines to, I'm sorry, I really don't know. Maybe that would have hit harder, because she's like apologizing for not knowing, instead of going, I don't know. I thought that could have been cool too, but ultimately I settled for I don't know to keep it closer to the original. She's so hungry. I need to eat my fingies. Yum. I've grown up to be... Oh, I think I accidentally deleted some text here. I've grown up to be... What has she grown up to be? Oh my god. I've grown up to be... I think it's like, I've grown up to be an adult without knowing a single right thing. I like the 3, I don't know. You like it when it's like, repeated like that? It does add like a layer of despair, I suppose. I think I'm sorry would add despair in a different way. Like Adam Neely says, repetition legitimizes. That's that guy with the piano on YouTube, right? Yeah. Yeah, I watched some of his stuff. Yeah. Sometimes I have no idea what he's talking about because he talks about music theory, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. The repetition kind of makes it sound like she's spiraling. Yeah, too. Actually, I feel like I might still... This line, I wasn't sure about. Before I knew it, I was an adult. I was thinking about making this before I knew it. I was all grown up. It felt a little more natural, but I had to record my stuff at one point, so I just went with this. It's like the opposite of whoa. Yeah, whoa. That's not whimsical at all. You didn't believe in anything. You didn't believe in anyone, and all you really needed before you got here, which in the original, she's like, what you needed before the fame. But I felt like just saying, like, what you needed before you got famous, that's not classy at all. That's, like, too on the nose. So I just implied it with all you really needed before you got here. Was just so simple. It's okay. Oh, my God. All you needed wasn't it's okay. That would have saved you a lot of heartache. Isn't that so sad? Isn't that so sad? That is so sad. And then she says, I'm sorry I let you lose your place to belong, so it's alright if you never come out again. And I did, I'm sorry I let you lose your safe place, so you know, it's okay if you never come out again. Yes. I think adult works better than grown up there personally. Yeah, I think it's a personal taste thing there. But I thought this part sounded a little bit awkward. I'll have you guys know this was awkward to record. Because I am not a voice actor. And I don't know if you guys ever recorded yourself pretending to be sad or angry. It's awkward. I don't know. It's kind of cringy. And part of it is it's cringy because it's me. Like, I'm the one saying this and I know me, and that's what makes it cringy. Or I'm like, oh, so edgy. Oh, so edgy. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know anything. I'm stupid. Why was I even born in the first place? Bleh. But I tried to like kind of channel Miss Otto's like soft whispery tone. I do think this one I kind of ate on that. It was like, I really want to go there too. I like listened to that. I'm like, okay. Okay, I kind of ate that. I did a little shaky thing at the 2. I went like, I want to go there too. They're like, whoa, she really wants to go there. She wants to go there so bad. She wants to be with Hatsune Miku on the stage. So I do think it's not too cringy when I listen back to it, but a lot of the times when I do any voice acting, I've done voice packs in the past. I still have my debut voice pack. Did you guys know that? It's no longer sold. I still have the files. I don't want to listen to them. It scares me. It's really scary to me. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna get hit by an instant cringe bomb and I'm gonna die of cringe. I'm gonna go But when I listen back to this, I don't die of cringe, so I think that's a good sign. The cringe was fatal. It freaking killed her. Keep it an undetonated cognitive hazard bomb in your HDD. It's in my downloads folder. It is. Maybe I need to forever destroy the evidence. I think that's like the only... Well, unless one of you guys bought it, but... It's no longer hosted on the internet anywhere, so... I'm very curious about those voice packs. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe one day, guys. When I feel brave and I'm ready to accept my bomb of cringe. Don't worry, Carmine lost media. Good. Good. I really like the way you articulated my wounds accumulate. Speaking of VAing, it kind of sounded like you were hurt when you mentioned my wounds accumulate. I don't know how to get rid of the mistakes I've made. Piling up without me knowing to repent. Just is how I will grow up. Yeah, I try to put a lot of emotion in my singing too. I saw some people mention it sounds like I'm crying when I'm recording it. I was not crying. But I did try to channel the feelings of like aimlessness and despair in my performance. Maybe one day when you're able to say goodbye like the song. Yeah, maybe one day. Congratulations on the latest Sasuga banger covers. Always thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to it. Thank you. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. I had someone ask recently. I had a fellow VTuber ask me. I'm not gonna out them because that would be evil. I had them ask me like how to add emotion to your singing. And when I think about that, it's like really hard to explain. And the only way I could explain it, well, obviously it has to do with mostly your performance over getting the pitch right and getting the pronunciation right. And I think you just have to pretend to be sad. I don't know. If you're singing a sad song, you just have to be like, oh, dead puppy, or you just have to move yourself into the actor's shoes, the singer's shoes, I think. Yeah, it'd be like acting, gotta put yourself in those shoes. Yeah, you just have to be like, oh my god, I'm fucking everything up. No! And then you sing like a person that has fucked everything up. I don't know. It's definitely something where it's like, my wounds accumulate. I don't know how to care for them. It's like, ooh, there's some like stress in that performance, right? And I could just sing it straight and be like, my wounds accumulate, I don't know how to care for the mistakes I've made, piling up without me knowing to repent. Is this how I will grow up? Stuck inside this dim vivarium. But I think it's kind of like, it's like a flat performance. And I think that kind of thing is kind of hard to teach and hard to learn, because I don't know how to explain it. You just have to be like, I'm so sad. I'm sad and I'm singing. This is how a sad person would sing, I think. Okay. Anyway, don't worry, guys. Oh yeah, the mechanical girl is Hatsune Miku because Ado really likes Hatsune Miku. For the last part of the song, stuck inside this dim vivarium. These are just the lyrics from earlier, copy and pasted, because that's what it does in the Japanese too. By the way, guys, those super really long notes, I go, ah! I can't do those live. Those are a gamble. I can't sing those flawlessly every single time. Maybe when I get better at singing, I'd be able to do that like flawless every single time. It's definitely a recording studio kind of moment where I'm like, ooh, I hit it! Awesome, let's keep that take. Awesome, let's keep that. It's intentionally losing control of your voice. Yeah, kind of like that, where you like shake it or you crunch it. You know, you go, oh my god, oh, I'm so sad. Oh. If emotional tension is increased, and the effectiveness of the singing will increase. I think it definitely depends on what you're trying to convey. I don't think it also works like that for when you're singing a happy song. I think actually if you're smiling, most of the time people can hear when you're smiling in a performance. Even when you're talking. You know, if you're talking with someone over their phone and they're not laughing, but they're smiling, you can kind of hear it in their voice. You go, oh, they're smiling. Oh, I think it works like that as well. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be edgy in every single song you sing. That'd be really weird. Okay, so this was copy and pasted. Here I had to add a bunch of sentences in order to make the syllables fit this part. Because she's saying, stay within reach, don't leave, don't change. Okay, well, there's a lot more syllables in that part than this implies, so I had to add some artistic liberty here and go like, don't drift too far. You know, drifting too far would imply being out of reach. Yes. Don't leave me here alone. I don't want to lose you. I just added that. I think that's implied here by not drifting too far and being left alone. You don't have to change for me. Hi, Senna. Hi. Hello, Serena. Hello, how are you? Hi, guys. Hi, Raiders. Hi. Hi, guys. How's your day? Hi, I'm Tomoe Carmine. Nice to meet you. I'm Tomoe Carmine. Nice to meet you. I am... What am I? What am I? What am I? I'm a half-ghost singer from the hit indie group, Ephemira. Ephemira! What did you guys do? How's your day? Hi, hello, welcome. Currently, I've been talking about my lyrics that I wrote for my latest cover. My lyrics where I translated them into... Well, I didn't translate them, but I made a singable translation of Ado's Vivarium, and I've been yapping about that for like the last hour. So it's definitely a nerd emoji kind of stream, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Project Sekai eating shrimp. Wait, both of those? I miss Project Sekai. I should start playing that again. Thank you guys for joining. They're trying to eat shrimp, Miku. Maybe it's what shrimp Miku deserves. Have you ever thought about that? Isn't she kind of crazy? Like she's got like saw teeth and she's got like a cleaver. Isn't that the shrimp Miku design? If it's kill or be killed, what do you pick? Which Sekai is the Miku shrimp? Isn't that the April Fool's song? Like Sekai, like in the dream world. Yeah. Never mind. Either shrimp or be shrimp. Don't shrimp, guys. Sit up straight. Posture. Choose to die at the hands of shrimp Miku. You are weak. You are weak. You can't be influenced that easily. I'm almost at, if you guys, by the way, if you guys haven't listened to Miss, Serena's, latest freaking, original song, you guys should definitely do that. I don't know how to get this to you without opening a new browser tab. Wait, I'm gonna do it on my phone. Na 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 na. Revolution Trevor, rewrite the deepest parts of me. Yeah, here, look at this, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, CARGEIST. Oh my god, I just got hit by an ad on my phone. Evil, I'm trying to paste a link. No, stop. I don't want to look at your shoes. Oh my god, and now it's breaking. Someone save me. Okay, here I go. I'm normal now. Here, if you CARGEIST, if you haven't seen it yet, there you go. And if you guys haven't seen my latest cover yet, I would really appreciate it if you check it out. It's pinned in chat right now. It is what I'm talking about. I use auto cover. Thank you. Revolution. Let me get through the last part of the lyrics and I can show you guys the audio. Alright, so this is a very dramatic part where she goes you don't have to change for me, which is just don't change but longer because I needed more syllables. Yes. And here she sings Hono hako ni wa de instead of Hono gurai hako ni wa de. Where at first she sings inside this dim vivarium, and then it translated to the same part, but I just made it in my own vivarium. Because I felt like it was cool if she claims the vivarium to be her own space that she's now confident in. Yeah, I put my own interpretation into that part of the song. Yeah, I did, yeah. I'll keep on reaching, clinging, fighting, no matter how lost I get. And as you can see, I changed it from I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me, and it's reaching, clinging, fighting. Oh, it's different now. Raw. Staring into the bright, reflecting light. The future I envisioned deep in your eyes. And the eyes being her old self's eyes, guys. I don't know if you guys caught that here. I wanted to make it a bit more literal. I was really on the fence about making this part more literal compared to this part. Because she sings, it's the future I drew that day. So I kind of wanted to make it the future I envisioned from that one night. Right? Because she's thought about it before. But I thought deep in your eyes... I wasn't really sure about it, but it's more like poetic, I guess. To have the future reflected back to her in her old self's eyes. It's not really a realistic kind of situation, but... yeah. And here here's the line that confused me where I just went, I can say goodbye yet to who I was. I still have to sing. That's how I sang that part. I'm a little sad about sing because I think it sounds kind of ugly there. Because she goes, Utawa nakucha, so that sounds way prettier. It's too like ahs. But I think the meaning of this line was more important than the how the vowels sounded. So it sounds a little bit ugly. I still have to sing. I didn't know how to change the sentence order to make it still sound okay and not have sing there, because like singing I still have. To sing I still have. Like, I don't know. That's just how that line is. I think the E is kind of ugly there to sing. But it is what it is. It's hard to make it entirely perfect. And then here's the ending. I like this too. Till it reaches daybreak, know that I'm not here alone. Because the you that's hiding in the dark is crying on. Like, oh, that fits so well. Oh my god. I didn't... Oh, what did I just do? Oh my goodness. I didn't mention the closet. Because I didn't know where to put it in a sentence and still have it sound nice. I think dark is way better. Because the you that's hiding, that's closeted in there. Because you that's hiding in the closet. It doesn't sound nice. I don't know. It doesn't sound nice. So I thought hiding in the dark is kind of implying, you know, she's in her dark closet. Yeah. Because you're in the closet by yourself. Or I could have done alone here. Because you're in the closet all alone. And crying on. And then I would have to change this sentence. But I thought this worked. It did lose the meaning of the closet. But that's okay. In the closet, there's multiple meanings, but hiding in... Oh, no, I know. It means, like, if you're gay and you're pretending to not be gay. Yes, I know. I was closeted for you guys. For, like, I don't know how long. Don't worry, I know what that means. I don't think it only... It implies... It could mean anything, right? You could be closeted for anything, no? Like, I'm actually... my hair is actually blue! But, I like the hiding in the dark. Also because I mentioned daybreak here, and it's like, I think the imagery of someone hiding in the dark and crying is, yeah, that's kind of sad. But, Miss Ado knows that she's not alone because she got here thanks to her past self. I think that's what she's implying here. Thanks to all the hard work of their past self, and now she's going to change, and she's no longer going to neglect the other things she cares about, and that's what I would like to think of this song's message. Thank you. Thank you guys for listening to me ramble about that for like an hour straight. I need to let my cat out of my room. Hold up. He's hi, buddy. Where are you? Hi! I love you. Ow. Okay, I'm coming. Yes, meow. Hi. Come. Okay, it's free. Thanks, Tomoe. Thank you for listening, guys. And don't look at my closet. I have skeletons in there. Skeleton? Skulls? And towers? No. Okay, I can get rid of this now. I like talking about this kind of thing. Might not be everyone's kind of cup of tea, but I put a lot of work into it, and I like talking about my hard work, and I appreciate you guys listening to me. It means a lot. Thank you. Let's get rid of this. You guys want to listen to some audio? Let me open my digital audio workstation. You did a great job with the lyrics. Thank you. I don't think they're perfect, but I think they're like 90% of the way there. Sugoi writing konpeki da na. Arigato. I love audio. Yeah. Yeah. This is a part more people can relate to. Yeah. How long did you take to do the lyrics? I don't know. I didn't time myself, but definitely like over 12 hours. Something like 12 hours. Yeah. I worked on them for like 3 to 4 sessions. I don't write, by the way. I've never written original lyrics for anything. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't have any formal education in any of this. I also don't have any formal education on audio stuff. Most of it is self-taught through the internet or through the help of my peers who have more knowledge than me. That's where I get my swag from. Autodidact on full view. See, I don't even know what that means. Do you guys want to hear it a cappella? Or do you want to hear it with music? I don't know. I feel like you can just hear it with music in the cover itself. Like, I don't know what the point of me turning the music on would be, but let me change my audio output thingy mabob so you guys can actually hear it. Are you smart and learn good on own? I guess so. I think most of my things are self-taught. Not everything I do is self-taught, but like, I went to choir when I was a kid. I didn't just, like, spawn and taught myself how to sing. Do I remember the things I learned at choir? No, but I don't really remember anything. I don't really remember anything, guys. Okay, goodbye background music. Let me turn this down for you guys a bit. I realized lately, actually, how bad the extent of me forgetting is. And I was talking to a friend, and they were like, remember when you did that? I'm like, no. Remember when you did that? I'm like, no. Oh, what about this? I'm like, I did that? That's crazy. Don't gaslight me, guys. It'll actually work. It'll, like, actually work. It'll make me sad. Okay, for those of you guys who are new to my channel, hi, I'm Tomoe Carmine. I'm a self-taught audio engineer. I don't know how to mix full songs, but I know how to mix vocals and voiceover. I'm a little laggy. Let me close some of my, like, tabs and stuff. You remember when I'm like, oh, I said that? I'm like, that's really cool. Okay, first of all, this project is a mess. You guys don't see it, but this is main 1, file main 1. I have a file main 3, I have a main 4. I have more new mains 1, more new mains 2. And main 2, record main harm. This file was a freaking mess. That's because I had, like, normally when I record vocals, I do the mains in one session, all one go. But because I did the mains spread out over a few days, I've got a crap ton of, like, random ass files that only contain one So I've got a lot of like audio files. If you're wondering what these random lines are, that's like cuts where I edit the timing of the singing. I like showing this because a lot of people don't realize how a cover is recorded. Most of the time it's recorded in parts. People don't just sing the song one way through. They record a part and they record it over and over and over until they're satisfied with the performance, and then they record the next part over and over, and then the next part and the next part. I think in professional settings, they keep a lot of takes. I don't really do that because it causes a lot of like bloat in my files. I already have a bunch of files. That's called comping, yes. So I just pick whatever I think sounds nice in the moment, but a lot of times in like professional studios and stuff, they keep a lot more takes just in case they want to like swap them out. But because I am my own audio engineer, I can just be like, I don't like how that sounded, delete it. Anyway, I will skip the intro because it's just and I'll let you guys listen to it. Let me know if it's loud enough or not. It might be kind of loud. I don't know.
How many days have passed by me without a single notice? Even after all those years, my voice breaks, leaving words unspoken. The mirror shows a version of myself that's out of focus. So I drive with clumsy fingertips to find the me that's out of reach. The sharpened words leaving their mouth repeatedly. They're shunning me, that's just the way it is. I know I'm never meant to fit in any way. Along the red, staining my mind, I hear their voices saying, it's a different something special. If yes, I've never mattered after all. While running to the future seems to let my best decay, and every single thing I love's a broken apart. Regrets are so overwhelming me, I cannot catch my breath. So frantically I peel myself until there's nothing left. My wounds accumulate, I don't know how to care for the mistakes I made, piling up without me knowing to repent. Is this how I will grow up? Stuck inside this dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Far away, the bright reflecting light, feelings calling for me, reaching inside. Before I knew, the solitude had wrapped itself around me. In my room filled to the brim, illusions swirling closer, forming a sea. Please tell me why, no matter what, the tears keep overflowing. As I bite my worn down fingertips, the taste of vibrance spreading around. I hear them in my head, these voices for me and others, repeating. Why were you even born at all? Why can't you do anything? Why don't you know anything? I don't know. I really don't know. No idea what the right thing is at all. Before I knew it, I was an adult. You didn't believe in anything. You didn't believe in anyone. All you really needed before you got here was just a simple, it's okay. I'm sorry I let you lose your safe place. I know. It's okay if you never come out again. Deep within a bustling city, inside that bright light, I heard the song of a mechanical girl. I really want to go there too. Stuck inside this dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Don't drift too far, don't leave me here alone. I don't want to lose you. You don't have to change for me. In my own vivarium, I'll keep on reaching, clinging, fighting, no matter how lost I get. Staring into the bright, reflecting light. The future I envisioned deep in your eyes. I can't say goodbye yet to who I was. I still have to sing. until it reaches daybreak. I know that I'm not here alone, because the you that's hiding in the dark is crying on.
Wow! Wow, do you guys hear all the effect changes? Wow, do you know why this part sounds extra epic? Do you know? Do you see this line? Do you see this red line here? Yeah. Thank you for listening. Wow, guys, do you see this red line? Do you know what this red line does? It's a scent for the dramatic reverb, which is this effect. Yeah, here's just a reverb. And this line means that at first you can't hear it, and then it builds and it builds, and it's only on this note, which makes it sound really epic. And then there's also a delay on that, and a delay sounds like this. Yeah, and if you combine it all together, it sounds like that. Wani Ago, I have a question for Wani Ago specifically. Everyone say hi to Wani Ago. Wani Ago, do you notice anything? Wani Ago, do you notice anything? Listening? No, don't listen. Yeah, it's a looking kind of thing. Why? I mean, I can't. Why does it look like that? What do you mean? Got put on the spot. I love putting my friends on the spot. Hashtag fake post. Do you see it? Derailing the entire stream to ask if Wani sees it. Your volume thing? No. Ignore this. Here, ignore this. You don't know? Do you see it, Wani? You said you wanted it to be natural. Yeah, but it's taking long. I want the payoff. She saw it. She saw it. Finally, yes. I think it's funny. You've said hi in a few streams before, and I remember when I put it on the screen. I'm like, I hope Wani joins my stream one day and sees him. But I made him blend in with the background too well. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look at my owl. Or wait, look at my fire. Look, it's Owl Oni. It's Owl Oni. I put him there. He blends in too well. And Wani really likes Owl Oni, so I was waiting for her to notice it, but okay. I thought it was important. He really looks like he should be there. You love it so much. Kawaii? You think so? You think Owl Oni is kawaii? Interesting. Did you see it? Do you see him? Did you see that? That was so scary. But just a disclaimer, guys. These vocals are absolutely not raw. They are timed and they are tuned. They are timed and tuned. My raw vocals don't sound this good. And I don't like it when people pretend like their vocals aren't edited. Because 80% of the vocals that you're gonna hear out in the world is edited. The only time you'll hear my raw vocals most of the time is during a karaoke stream. I don't use any pitch or timing correction. So that is just me. That's just me singing. Anyway, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have doubles during the chorus. This part.
In my own vivarium, I'll keep on reaching, clinging, fighting, no matter how lost I get.
They're kind of subtle, but I think if I toggle them on and off, you can hear the difference with them and without them. Alright, here's with, and then I will turn them off like halfway through.
My own vivarium, I'll keep on reaching, clinging, fighting, no matter how lost I get. Staring into the bright, reflecting eye. The future I envisioned deep in your eyes.
Oh, I just noticed something I don't like. I didn't cut this breath off properly. That's kind of ugly.
The future.
Ew! Ew! Shaking my head. Ew! It's okay. Now you guys know it's there, but anyone else doesn't know it there. So there's doubles, and then there's also harmonies.
You don't have to change for me. In my own vivarium, I'll keep on reaching, clinging, fighting, no matter how lost I get. Staring into the bright, reflecting
A triple stack coming in!
the future I envisioned deep in your eyes. I can't say goodbye yet.
Actually, for this part, guys, I wish I could change it, but here's just the harmonies.
Future I envisioned deep in your eyes.
I kind of wish I made these two louder.
Future I envisioned deep in your.
Wait, I still have the doubles on. Get out of here.
Future I envisioned deep in your eyes.
Okay, now you might notice that these sound incredibly weird. These sound incredibly odd. You know why? It's because I recorded like harmonies in I think like these,
The future,
but an octave lower.
the future.
And I was like, wait, I don't want that. I would rather have them be like different harmonies. So I tuned these up a bunch. Because they're harmonies, I don't really mind if they sound a little bit funky, honestly. Because it's not like you can hear it in the full mix. But yeah, they're absolutely tuned to hell. They're like tuned like 6 notes up or whatever. That's also part why I didn't make those very loud, because I thought they sounded kind of ugly. But, you know, when you hear them together... Starts as a little bit like Teto. Yeah, it's got a weird it's got a morose sound to it. It sounds kind of gross, but I think in the context of a song, you can't really tell. Let me turn it down a bit here. I'll let you hear it. But I also kind of feel like you can't really tell that there's multiple harmonies here, so I felt like I should have made those louder, because you primarily just hear these. I do think you can hear them here, though. I get. There's some other parts I really like. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but technique people often do is like cutting out a reverb to put more emphasis on parts. I do it here if you hear it.
A bustling city inside that bright light. I heard the song of a mechanical girl. I really want to go there too.
Like the reverb disappears, so like the echoey sound, the sound like I'm in a tunnel. Yeah, it disappears to put emphasis on it.
Want to go there too.
Oh my god. And the orange line here is me moving lines to the left side of your ear and moving lines to the center of your ear and moving lines to the right side of your ear.
I hear them in my head. These voices for me and others. Repeating. Why were you even born at all? Why can't you do anything? Why don't you know anything? I don't know. I really don't know. No idea what the right thing is at all. Before I knew.
Also another beef I have with my cover. I should have turned these up more.
I have no idea what the right thing is at all.
I should have turned those up more. I think I turned them down too much. No one cares but me. What else is there? There's some other parts where I do a reverb cut as well.
Grow up, stuck inside this deep vibe.
And then the reverb comes back in. Also here, in the bridge.
Stuck inside this dim vivarium. I get on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal.
And here it comes back. Listen to it.
Drift apart, don't leave me here alone. I don't want to lose you. You don't have to change for me in my own vibe.
And I do a little delay there, well, because it sounds really cool. The sound you hear bouncing from left to right, right? The delay part here. And then it cuts off until we get to those really long notes again, where it's like, ah. It adds some like extra stereo depth to it, and it makes it sound, I don't know, just makes it sound more dramatic.
Don't leave me here alone.
Especially if it goes from like all the way like dry, like no reverb, nothing.
Inside this dim vivarium, I get on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal.
It's very like epic.
Don't drift apart, don't leave me here alone. I don't want to lose you. You don't have to change for me.
And then the harmonies, oh my god, so epic, awesome. And I do a reverb cut here at the end too.
Not here until it reaches daybreak. I know that I'm not here alone, because the you that's hiding in the dark is crying on.
Yeah. I do most of those things also because the original does them. And I think with mixing, you can take some creative liberties, but I did try to like copy what the original does. Aside from, I think here. Where's the part with the filter? The filter part. Where is it? Oh, here. I called it crunchy main part. You see, I'm a professional. This is the crunchy main part.
Before I knew, the solitude had wrapped itself around me. In my room, filled to the brim, illusions swirling ghosts are forming, you see.
I don't think the original actually has a ping pong delay there, and the ping pong delay is that effect I keep mentioning that like bounces from your left ear to your right ear. I don't think the original has that there, but I thought it sounded nice. Like with it off, it sounds like this.
Wrapped itself around me. In my room, filled to the brim, illusions swirling ghosts are forming, you see.
I think it makes it more dramatic and more spacious, so I did add that there, even though it's not there in the original. Anyway, that would be the acapella of my cover. Any questions, guys? It's, honestly, this song wasn't super hard to mix. It was pretty straightforward overall. The things like reverb cuts and like effects that you turn off and on at certain parts aren't hard. They're just kind of like annoying to do. If you have to do a bunch of them, you just have to make these lines and like move them up and move them down. And yeah. What is stereo depth? It's just it's like kind of like how far away something sounds. Because if you listen to this without reverb, this part
is crying on.
It sounds really dry, and it sounds like it's just like in front of you, right? But if you do this, if you add reverb to it,
it reaches daybreak. I know that I'm not here.
It sounds more far away because of the reverb. And usually you want to add reverb to a song in order to glue the vocals to the instruments. However, I have noticed a very popular trend lately in a lot of music, also in Japanese music, is to just not use any reverb, which I think is crazy, but it's a popular trend and it's a thing people do. It's become more common to use like to achieve stereo depth. It's become more common to use a doubler instead of reverb. Mind you, I don't like it when songs have too much reverb, but when songs are too dry, sometimes I feel like it can miss a little bit too, but some of it is just taste. Some of it is like a taste thing. Mixing is kind of complicated where, yeah, there's right and wrong things to do, but you can do the wrong things for like the right reason. Does that make sense? Like you can, it's kind of like art in a way where I think mixing is a little bit more methodical, where compressor settings and stuff isn't very artsy. But things like effects or weird stuff are just things you can put there for flavor, for ear candy, and some of them are up to personal taste and not necessarily whether it's good or bad to do. Like knowing the rules to bend them kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think your voice sounds good, Raw. I hope you're not referring to these lines, because they are definitely not raw. They are very mixed. I can let you guys hear what it sounds like without, like, if I turn off the effects. Effects don't include timing and tuning, but here, if I turn these off, it sounds like this.
Stuck inside this dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Don't drift apart, don't leave me here alone.
Okay, well, I forgot to turn those dramatic reverbs off as well, but the difference you will hear is mostly... Here, wait, let me turn those off. Where are they? I'm getting lost in my amount of files and things I need to scroll through. Mute, 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 mute. Okay, here, this is what they sound like mostly like without effects.
The ideal me, don't drift apart, don't leave me here alone.
Mind you, I do a little bit of volume editing here. You can see these lines. These little lines make this part louder. I made this part louder so it hits the threshold of the compressor in a good way. I could get into that and explain how a compressor threshold works, but I think it's okay. Most of the things I would be doing is I have 3 compressors on this. Here, I'll let you hear it with the effects on. I'll let you hear the difference.
Stuck inside this dim vivarium.
Here, I'll toggle them.
I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Don't drift apart, don't leave.
The biggest difference you can probably hear is when I have a bunch of... Whoa, okay, that was scary. When I put a bunch of compressors on it, the volume sounds more equal. Obviously, this part of the song is a little bit different because this is supposed to be more quiet. So even if the performance is more quiet here, after I compress the lines, I still lower the volume after compressing, so it's not like super loud because that would be kind of off-putting. But you can hear with effects on, it sounds more like bright. Because this is with effects off.
This dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching this dim.
And this is with effects on, so I have to click 2 buttons.
Stuck inside this dim vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Don't drift apart, don't leave me here
You can really hear the compressor starts kicking in here. Maybe arguably a little bit too much. Maybe I could have automated this a bit more. But the reason why you want to compress your lines is if you don't use a compressor, the volume of your voice is going to fluctuate too much and you won't be able to hear it above the music, basically. Why do you use 3 compressors instead of just 1? Because sometimes stacking compressors, you don't want to reduce the volume with just 1 compressor, because then the compressor might be too aggressive and then you get a pumping effect. Here, let me just crank one of my compressors like crazy. I'm gonna turn it down because I have no idea how loud it's gonna be. Let me turn this down a bunch. Okay, here we go. It kind of hurts my ears.
Clinging, fighting, no matter how lost. That's the way it is. I know I'm never meant to fit in any way.
It doesn't sound nice. It's too equalized. It's too like, it sounds like a brick. And the consonants and the transients, which are the beginning of the notes, the like, those parts sound really yucky to my ears.
It's a different something special. If yes, I've never mattered after all.
And you can hear it sounds kind of crunchy because it's over compressed.
After all.
Starts distorting a little bit. This kind of effects can work with metal music, however. If you have a really aggressive instrumental, it can work with that if you overcompress something. Like, and the reason why you would want to stack 3 compressors, to get back on your question, is to have them attenuate different parts. God, I'm really a nerd emojis. You want them to handle different parts of the compression. Like, you might have one compressor that just takes care of the loudest peaks, like this one stacks all the way above the other ones, right? And you want to have like a fast compressor, like a snappy compressor with a fast release that takes care of things like this. And then you want to have another compressor that takes care more of the overall compression. And then you might want to add another compressor in order to like glue the final like 3 decibel differences together, basically. Anyway, let me undo that aggressive compressor. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it hurts. Overcompression, actually, guys, I feel like a lot of streamers overcompress their voice and it really hurts my ears, but I don't do audio consultations and I don't want to I don't want to deliver unsolicited advice, right? That is just rude. But I feel like there's a lot of streamers out there who think, oh, I have to sound like I'm on a podcast, so I have to crank my compressor.
Way it is, I know I'm not.
I've helped a few people with their mic settings, yeah, but they're friends, so I haven't. I did it for free because they're my friends. But I think overcompressing speech is pretty common of a mistake. But I understand not everyone like knows what they're doing, just like how not everyone knows how to draw and not everyone knows how to swim. Is that a weird thing to compare it to? I don't know. But I don't like being a hater, but I'll be a hater in secret. Really? It's not hating. I just kind of wish I could shoot them a message and be like, oh, let me fix your microphone settings for you, please. But that seems a little bit weird to do it unsolicited, right? That's a little odd, so... Anyway, the 2 notes I was proud of, it's this one. It's not that one, that's wrong. It's this one. And this one. I can't really sing that high, actually, in my chest voice, so this requires a lot of, like, thought for me. I'm not really good at this yet. Not notes I can always hit when I'm live. Ah! Like, it's really... Ah! Ah! Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry. I just got out of bed like 2 hours ago. So it's definitely not a note I can always hit. I would not attempt this live because I'm not confident in this. I've got a lot of things I still need to get better at, but I think it's cool that I attempted something and it worked. I can't sing the high, but she absolutely nailed that. Yeah, but you have to understand, this is a studio environment. My widow bedroom is a studio environment when I can do 40 takes until it sounds right. I can keep recording this until I get the note right. And you know, if you're performing this live, you would just have to like you would just have to hit it. You would get one shot at hitting it. You can do 40 takes in karaoke and cut them from the VOD. That's gonna be so ugly. Yeah, I have a lot of things I can still improve on and still get better at, but I think I give every cover my all, and I am quite a perfectionist, I will say, which sometimes hinders my workflow, but I think it does make for good results. Oh, wait, this is interesting. I can show you guys how I hear harmonies sometimes. Wait, listen to this, listen to this. It's gonna sound really ugly because I filtered a file. It's gonna sound really ugly. Okay, this is a terrible part to make as an example. This is so low, by the way. Listen to the harmonies here. That is so low. When I heard this, I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. Usually I use, so fun fact in songs, most of the times harmonies are mixed to the side of the song, and main vocals try to stay in the center of the song unless they're doing like a weird artistic thing. So if you can't hear the harmonies in a song, if you can't figure them out through just listening to the song, if you have like a plugin that filters out the center of the song, then usually the harmonies become way easier to hear. You can hear them here too. And that's how you can make harmonies easier to hear. And then it's easier to replicate because harmonies are really difficult. The harmonies for the song kind of go all over the place, guys.
They're shunning me. That's just the way it is. I know I'm never meant to fit in any way. Along the red, sending my mind. I hear their voices saying it's a defect, something special. If you.
This is gonna sound really ugly, okay? This is really tuned.
If yes, I've never met it after all. We're running.
Auto-tune. I use Melodyne to tune my vocals, by the way, in case anyone is wondering. This sounds really ugly, too.
We're running to the future, seems to let my best key.
I can't hit these notes. Well, maybe if I gave it a bunch of tries, but it's too low. But, they're harmonies. This is my philosophy. Is no one is gonna listen to the harmonies only. Like really, it just adds some additional depth here. You can't really hear them that loud.
Running to the future seems to let my best decay, and every single thing I love's broken apart. Regrets are so overwhelming me, I cannot catch my breath. So frantically I peel myself until there's nothing left. My wounds accumulate, I don't know how to care for the mistakes I've made, piling up without me knowing to repent. Stand by Vivarium, I kept on dreaming, searching, shouting to reach the ideal me. Far away, the bright reflecting light, feel it's calling for me, reaching inside.
Yeah, the Valorant voice, yeah.
I ran out, the solitude had wrapped itself around me. In my room,
I love the sound of this, by the way. The little...
the solitude had wrapped itself around
The... So satisfying to my ears.
The solitude had wrapped itself around me.
The original is pretty difficult considering you have to shift your voice up, then down, then up again. I still like the little up stop you did. Yeah, I know. There's like a little, there's a little, in the original, there's like a little... Okay, hello, no one can hear this, Tomoe Carmine. There she goes, ha, hoo, ha. Like there's an additional little swoop there, but I'm like, I think it sounds good enough. Okay, that was me completely going nerd emoji for like 2 hours straight. Oh, why did I save this project? I feel like I edited something. Oh well. Oh well, it's safe now. It's eternalized. Whatever edits I just did, I've eternalized them. When you said chest voice, do you mean the type that's also called the head voice, or do you mean the diaphragm sort of? The diaphragm sort of area. I will say I am not a singing teacher. I do not know what I am doing. A lot of singing I do based on vibes. I do it based on vibes. I think technique-wise, I think I have a lot to learn. I think a singing teacher would really help me. But singing teachers are expensive, so yeah. But most of the time, I don't know the right technical words for things. I think I might know more things about mixing than I know about singing. A lot of singing that I do is just based on, I think this would sound nice, I'm going to try to do it. I think if I actually knew what I was doing, I would sound better, but I don't. I have no idea what's going on. I've had friends ask me in the past, like, can you teach me how to sing? I'm like, no, I have no idea how to explain anything. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just glad it sounds nice. Like, I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing delivery-wise, where I choose where to place my tone. Like for example, in the beginning,
How many days have passed by me without a single notice? Even
like I deliberately make my voice a little smoky here. Do I know how to explain to you how to do that and what part of your mouth or your tongue or your diaphragm or your voice you need to move a certain way? No, it's just like how I don't know how to explain you how to do the golem voice. It's just like something in the back of your throat that you have to like move. I don't know how to explain any of this. I can't really help anyone with that. I'm sorry. I wish I knew what I was doing. Okay, I think that's all. I think that's all for now, guys. I hope whoever is interested in this kind of thing, even in the future, would be able to watch back this VOD and get some insight on my process, and maybe even enjoy my story about bicycles that I told randomly in the middle of it. Yes. I hope this is insight for a useful to anyone. Thank you. How a self-taught singer, video editor, audio engineer does things. I haven't even showed you guys the process of the video, but maybe I'll do that some other time. I'm not good at making music videos. Guys, my biggest struggle when I make music videos in CapCut, mind you, thank God for CapCut, it's got so many presets. My biggest thing in music videos, I don't know if I should tell you this because then I feel like it starts becoming increasingly obvious. If I only have a picture to use for the MV, and I don't have any other assets, I don't really make other assets. I know a lot of people who use After Effects, like they create elaborate scenes, but I'm not trying to become an After Effects professional because I'm already wearing too many hats, I do too many things, and I don't have the time to become an After Effects professional. But the thing I struggle with when I'm using CapCut, if a song is 4 minutes, I run out of things to zoom in on. I'm like, we've already zoomed in closely to the face 5 times. Can I really do it another time? What if we move the face a little bit to the left this time? What if we zoom in on her bow? Yes. What if we zoom in on her hand? I don't know. I don't know what to zoom in on anymore. When I'm at like minute 2, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't really want to copy paste either because I feel like it's visually boring. So I'm like, at this part we will make it more blue. This part I'll make it more blue. Oh, this part in the MV, she is drowning, so I will look for a water effect. Oh, this is the dramatic bridge. I will make it black and white and do a very slow pan out because it looks emotional. And then when the drums hit with the, I'll do a flash effect so you go, whoa, oh my god. That's the logic that goes into that. I start not knowing, like, oh, what am I gonna do with this part? Dear God. I do not enjoy video editing. Straight up, I do not enjoy video editing. I do it because I have to, and I think it's easy to rely on myself because if I work with someone else, I have to respect their schedule, right? And they might have other jobs they're working on, and if I'm trying to get something out really fast, then I know I have to do it myself, because I can't afford to pay someone like double rates in order to get a video to me faster in order to skip in front of the queue, you know? So I have to do the video myself. I don't like doing it, but I do it anyway because, I don't know, you gotta do things you don't like in life. You gotta have a little friction. Yeah. Is that why most covers published are preferably 30 long? I think it's just because the songs are that long usually. Vivarium's kind of a long song. That's also part of that is the long dramatic monologue in the middle, right? That makes it really long. And the instrumental breaks. Hi, wait, why is it? Oh, hi, Tomoe. Oh, okay, hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm like, did I say hi? Have you guys also been getting those posts on X/Twitter? Where it's like, did you know that hi? And I've been feeling really high today. I'm like, why is every post with hi in it being recommended to me? What's going on? Might just be me. There are like obscure, weird text posts. Did the new covers help with the female viewership numbers? That is a great question. I'm assuming you mean stream-wise? Like if anyone is watching my stream, right? Let me see. Never saw anything like that. I only turn off the following page. I turn off a bunch of settings. I'm more in blue sky. Okay, no one understand me. Wilted flower emoji. Let me look at my analytics. Audience. 88.4% new viewers. Wow. Crazy. 愛されたいだけど妄想中されたいだけどI regret to inform you that the amount of the percentage of live viewers on my live streams specifically is only 2.5%. It's the highest it's ever been, I think, but it is still only 2.5%. Sometimes I see VTubers post their statistics and I'm like, okay, now filter it by live. Now filter it by live, because if I pick all, then it's 50-50. It's like... Here, wait. Well, really? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? I don't think watching a cover is a very gender-specific thing to do. Here, look, this is all. So if I posted this, I'd be like, yeah, I got 50. I got more women watching me than men. That's not really... That's not really accurate at all, because I think the demographic for people who watch live streams, especially who watch girl VTuber live streamers, obviously tend to most of the times be men. And it's just a different audience. See, because this is what the live viewers is like. It's just a matter of loyalty, I think. You think so? It's kind of... I mean, like, I understand. It's two very different things, right? Like, a singing cover is very different from a live stream. I think the audiences don't really overlap. I think the people who have been watching my singing covers skew younger too, for sure. And I do think it's kind of difficult to... putting on my analytics hat. It's a little difficult to have those people join chat if they're like, you know... there's a bunch of adults here, and to have a 14-year-old join in the chat is like a little bit awkward, especially because younger people tend to not read the room correctly, or because a lot of young people on YouTube go, hi, my name is Barry, I'm 14 and I live in Florida, and I'm like, whoa, like, don't put that on the internet, dude. Or they get a little bit confused about what's going on, which I get, because, you know, I've been live streaming for like 2 years, so I feel like there's like a certain channel culture that has been created that you guys, the car guys who are usually here, are used to, and just certain behaviors that we are used to displaying, or how we interact with each other, like how when I collab with someone, when I play a multiplayer game and I'm streaming with a different streamer, I don't really interact with chat that much because I prefer to focus on my collaboration partner. And I think some people who might join the stream and see people on the screen moving and talking, they want to initiate a conversation with them and be like, hello, hi, how are you? But then I have to explain to them that, you know, I can't really chat that much because I'm focusing on the conversation with the other person. It's things like that that might not be immediately obvious to some people, I think. Makes sense. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. I think Anno has a pretty big majority female audience too. I think so too, because she's a cool girl now. Now, why don't people watch Tomoe Carmine? Because Tomoe Carmine is a cool girl. Like, what? Tomoe Carmine is a cool girl. Here, I can show you the age thing too. It seems my calculation is, my assumption is right. Excuse me. Mind you, I am glad anyone interacts with anything I make at all. Like, I don't wish to sound ungrateful. That's not how I mean it. It's more like I feel like sometimes it's hard to mesh a certain community with another community. Why am I lagging? Why am I like 20 FPS? Here, this is video. See? 13-year-olds. What are you doing here? Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm lagging. Sorry for your eyes. This is for live stream. No 65-year-old in chat? Dang. Crazy. These are both for the last 28 days, but I think it's an interesting data point because of the cover that did really well, right? Yeah, so most of you guys are 25 to 34 years old. Don't worry, I can't see how old each of you guys are individually. It just shows me this. I could be like, computer, scan that one cheddar, 32 years old. 25 to 34 is an interesting bracket because to me it feels like 25 and 34 are much different stages in life. I think it nowadays I feel like it kind of blends together more, no? It makes sense. Everyone likes music. There's a little more that goes into liking live streams. I totally understand why some people don't like live streams because hello, I'm here. There's a lot of like downtime regarding live streams. It's not as like hi. It's not as flashy as like an edited video, and I think a lot of people put it on as like background sound or just to have someone to keep you company, basically, or to just like have someone to chat with. I think that's definitely a very different appeal than being like, I'm going to watch a video that's gonna make me ha 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 ha. But I'll let you know this live stream can also make you go ha 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 ha. Live streams are very time inefficient. Yes, this is true. This is true. Ado's fanbase in Japan is kind of interesting. It has a much wider age range than you would expect. I definitely feel like it skews younger. I did see a bunch of older people too, though, when I went to an Ado concert. So it's not only like young people, but this is my assumption and opinion. I think Ado is a bit edgy. Her music is really edgy, compared to the average pop song. And I think young people just really love edgy things. I know when I was 12, I'm like, ugh, oh my god. What if this Pikachu had a dark shadow twin that became evil? Whoa, awesome! Or like when you're young, you're like, I love Sonic, he's so cool. I feel like Ado kind of has a similar appeal to that, in my opinion. Which is not to disregard her qualities, but I just, to me, it kind of feels like that. Yes. Why am I like this? What's going on? Is my computer full again? I think my computer might be full again, guys. Sorry. I'm in pain and no one gets me, yeah. It's a remnant from the old TV days of TV advertising. It doesn't hold up anymore, probably popularized by stuff like Nielsen TV ratings. I do not know what that is. What is that? Maybe you cover music that both genders are likely listen to, whereas the male demographic likes to be present and goofing off in lives. No, I think guys prefer watching live streamers. They prefer watching girls, and I think girls tend to prefer watching guys live stream. And I think music just has more of a universal appeal. Everyone likes music. It's just like notes. Like notes and sounds. Cool. But yeah, I haven't read any research on this. This is just how I feel about things. Particularly in VTubing, yeah. VTubing is very female dominated for sure. Like streamer wise. And the audience is very male dominated. Which is interesting because with flesh streamers, it's kind of the other way around. It's just wavy air in the end. Yeah, it's all like things that go like you have a giant sheet of metal and you go which is why sometimes when I talk about things, I feel bad because I feel like you guys don't get it when I'm like, la la la, I put glitter on my eyelid, I put nail polish on my hand, la 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 la. Nielsen rated what TV shows were highest viewed, so advertisers would spend more money on their commercials based on age bracket of viewers. Oh, so like, wait, hold up. I'm trying to internalize that sentence. I'm trying to make it penetrate my brain. Advertisers would spend more money on their commercials based on age bracket. Oh, I mean, kids usually ask their parents for things, no? With like advertisements. You're like, mommy, I want the new Barbie doll. I want the car. I want the dinosaur. I like to hear you talk about things you like. I'd hope so. Thank you. What if we did our nails and talked about Leon? That'd be cool. How much is there to say about Leon? How much is there to say about Leon Kennedy? And his one-liners. You should hook us up on makeup and stuff so you can yap to us about it. I think a lot of guys could benefit from using concealer. I understand that most people don't want to put like purple in their eyeshadow. But I think a lot of guys could benefit from skincare and concealer. Yeah. Most days I don't really wear any makeup. I feel like I only really wear makeup if I'm like doing a thing, you know, if I'm like I'm going to a place or I'm going for lunch. I'm like, I want to look nice for lunch. I would like to feel awesome and look nice. I think there's no shame in trying to look nice in however way you prefer to have that happen to you. Mind you, I'm pretty open-minded. I think if you've been here around for a while, I think that kind of thing is obvious. I think you can do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt anyone. You want to wear eyeliner? You can wear eyeliner. Who cares? Who cares? You only live once. Try to feel good however you like to feel good. My big ol' head. Did I have anything else to chat about? It's been like 3 hours. Eating eyeliner, that's probably, I mean, that's probably not recommended by like the health advisor or whatever. What if I want to make up like the guys from Kiss? I mean, you can. I just think it's probably a time sink if you got to do that every single day. Because if you want to take proper care of your skin, you got to take it off when you sleep. Also, probably if you want to take proper care of your bed sheets or bedding, probably want to take it off. And I think doing that every single day might be a bit much, but you know, if that's how you feel good about yourself, then you can. Seeing a Kiss guys without makeup was a shock. Yeah, they're just like normal guys, right? So that I can look young forever eating skincare. Yeah, by eating eyeliner. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Took you long enough to say no. We're dining on eyeliner tonight, boys. I'm not a nutrition. I'm a self-taught audio engineer saying I'm not a nutrition, guys. I am not a nutritionist. There you go. There you go. Let me shove my schedule in front of your face. I'm sure plenty nutritious. Yeah, but I would prefer to not be eaten. Because I think that kind of implies that I'm going to die.
Thank you, thank you.
Silk! Oh my god, you froze me. Silk, thank you for being a business class passenger for 13 months. Imagine we could trigger ad stream elements by typing new cover here. Oh, like in your membership message. I was like, is it broken? It's not broken, right? It works. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't do that. It's like a protected field or something. But thank you for 13 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, is my schedule. Schedule. Tomorrow, I'm on Kohaku Yumekui's channel. Oh, hold up. Give me 1 second. If you guys don't know what Koa and I are trying to do, there's this thing in The Sims 4 where you can get your male sim pregnant by having him be abducted by aliens, and there's a 25% chance he comes back pregnant. He's been abducted by aliens twice now, and he's still not pregnant. So the gambling is not paying off, but we're trying to get him pregnant. A third time's a charm. Surely, I hope so, yeah. I'd be kind of freaked up if after like 4 tries it still didn't work. Visit a fertility specialist. Is that how it works with aliens? I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna revive my wife from the war. Let me get you the link of that. Kohaku Yumekui. No, gambling. Surely no one will be encased in ice again too. I don't know. What is he called? What was their sim character called again? Guy Face McDude Man or something? Something like that. Yeah, if it doesn't happen after the 4th try, then we are definitely cursed. And aside from that, I'm really excited to play Tomodachi Life. I've seen some, by the way, the game leaked. I don't know if you guys know, the game leaked. I will be purchasing it. I will be purchasing it regardless because I care about my... I feel like even mentioning that it leaked is already kind of... don't do that. Nintendo doesn't like that. The game leaked. I will be buying it, however, because I am credible and I would like sponsors to work with me. Smile. But I did see some screenshots of the content already. Anyway, I'll hit the sack for today. I'll probably check out the Sim stream tomorrow. See y'all, everyone. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me ramble. Hope you have a nice sleep. Thank you. Me, 28M, and my partner, 182A, have been trying to get pregnant for years and we're close to giving up. Is it on Switch 1 too? I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, I will be purchasing it. I still have to buy it, actually. I don't know if I... Is this one of those games that is not physical? Like Pokopia was? It's a Switch 1 game, really? Well, I guess you can play it on the Switch 1 too. But no, that's not people playing the demo, that's people playing the league thing. But I've seen some screenshots and it looks really fun. I think if you guys have never... If you don't know anything about Tomodachi Life, it's a really absurd game and it makes no sense. And I think it would be a lot of fun to experience together. Yeah, I think if you've never seen anything of it before, it's gonna be super fun. The physical copy looks to be sold out a lot. Maybe I should see if I could pre-order it still anywhere. The only thing I don't like about pre-ordering is like, what if it arrives a day late? Then I can be like, oh. I'm like, sorry guys, my game didn't arrive. That's like the only reason why I would opt for a digital download. But I do prefer owning my games. Oh wait, Switch 2 games physical are more expensive, no? Oh, it's out tomorrow. Oh, you're right. I could just go to the store. Okay, I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. I will go to the store tomorrow. And if they don't have it, then if it's like sold out, I would just buy it on the device itself. Yes, I would download it. We'll join Tomoe's Island first. I already played the demo. I played it off stream because I'm evil. Excuse me. And currently on my island, I've got Hio, Koha, and me. Yeah. But anyone else? We can discuss together. Yes, we can. I'll probably put like 1 or 2 CARGEIST on it too. Just have like a blue guy walking around. I'm blue. No, Bruno. I think it would be funny to try to make Bruno Mars. It would be funny. Could add Golem. True. True. It's okay. We can talk about it Friday. I would have played it Thursday, but I had this collab with Koha like planned for a bit. So, yeah. I'm suggesting Dr. Ian and Samson are with clothes. I mean, that's good too. If you want to suggest anyone I make, you can write it down and you can tell me during the stream. Okay guys, I think that's all for me today. Stretch! Also, for those who don't know, I'll make an announcement about it when it's like almost a public thing. I'm working on a plushie. I should be getting work in progress somewhere this week. And if not, beginning of next week. Ooh. Ooh, how exciting. Tomoe Carmine plushie. If you want it, save up. Don't be like, Tomoe Carmine, no, you didn't give me enough warning about it. No, I did. No, I did. It's probably 2 to 3 months away. 2 to 3 months away, you can get a Tomoe Carmine plushie. That's right. That's right. That's right. Taking out a loan for it, it's not going to be that expensive. It's the shipping might cost more than that thing. Boo! International merch. Boo! Riley's a 6-month heads up. For some reason, I don't believe you. I think I don't believe you. I think I don't believe you specifically, actually. Okay. Let me look into who to raid. Maybe based on your previous customer behavior. Where's it shipped from? I do not know. I would have to check. Squam bum 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 bum. Squam bum 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 bum. Squam bum 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 bum. I can't type. I am going to raid into Miss Bonnie Barksville, I think, who's having an announcement. Wow, we love announcements. Oh, the replacement mats are in progress. Yippee! You get even more mats. You get even more blankets. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will be seeing you on Koha's channel tomorrow. I'm going to leave because that's how the end of a stream works. It's me leaving. I'm leaving. Bye. Let's want to say hi to Miss Bonnie Barksville for me. Let's figure out what her announcement is. Also, listen to my new cover. I don't like it when you leave. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, fool. If I was here 24/7, you'd get sick of me. You'd be like, ew, I hate it when she does this and that. Here you go. Did I already send that? Yes. Okay, well, you can have it twice. Okay, bye-bye. Yippee.